John, are you muted still?
We're
Family
unmuted.
Twitch channel, guys. Family Twitch channel. Okay.
Oh, look, it's Steve.
Steve, no judging. This game is for more
Oh
fun.
God, no, not Steve.
Steve's a good
I
guy.
am not your caliber of DM.
You're fine. He's a very nice guy. He's not judging you.
All right, so I remember where we left off. We were going to make our way back to the inn, but you said there were still sounds of fighting. Are we going to go
No,
and... Okay.
no, that was before. That was before you guys saved the Mr. Aldrin Foxglove. You saved him, and he told you to please come see him at the inn later so he can thank you properly, and then left.
Okay.
So before we
Oh, baby
Aw.
Chewbacca.
Baby Chewbacca. Does anyone want to briefly recap before we move on? It's no XP involved. Sorry.
Nah, I
I
think
want
we
you all to
are.
stay on par. So sorry, no extra XP. But if you just want to do it from like the kindness of your heart, that'd be cool.
I think we all remember what happened, right?
Yeah, kick some
And if,
goblin ass.
I mean, if you want, Bella, I'll start writing a recap after the end of every session, and I have no problems reciting it when we start up.
We'll do
You're
quick.
fine.
Let's do it as a group quickly. Let's just see if we remember. So we all met up at the what was it? The Rusty Dragon, where we all met each other, and I think Jaeger's character Glitter Skim got cheated out of some money. And we stopped him. We found out he was cheating.
To look the other way.
That's right. Marco did ignore him, and he ran into me at the door, and he got caught for cheating, and he ran away like a little bitch. And then we met Amiko, I think her name is, and then she was like getting us to talk about shit, and we all became a little bit of friends. And then we came to this festival, Swallowtail Festival, and we talked to some people, heard some speeches, got ambushed by some goblinos.
No, you forgot the amazing
Performance by Glitter Skin.
bard duel.
Oh yeah, there's a bard duel.
Totally rocked that dwarf with his own music.
Marco beat someone in arm wrestling, right? And then
Yeah.
And
Sephora
got
took some
high
drugs.
on cat
Yeah.
grass. Yep.
And I talked to a priest. Sounds like we all did what our characters are meant to do.
Right, and then we got into basically 3 separate salvos of goblin attacks, and we totally stomped them into the ground.
And I taught that
just
ground
letting
a
you know.
lesson.
Damn
right.
straight we did. Wit, at the end of every round, I will be using this macro so that if we want to, we can go back at a later date and we can actually count the number of rounds in each combat. I will try to remember to do that as much as possible.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Alright, so the end of that was Aldrin thanking you guys for saving his life, and then if you recall, Amiko also ran up to you guys in the midst of everything and thanked you for helping save the town and let you know that she is letting you stay at her inn for a week for free.
Okay, so we gathered up all the loot, all the little, suits of armor and the weapons and stuff like that. Unfortunately, my character is not strong enough to actually carry that. So I'm actually gonna make like eyes at Marco. You think you could carry this, big guy? I have plans for this. We can sell all this loot and maybe make a little bit of coinage.
Sure, I'll be glad to.
Okay, so we have all the loot that was delineated last.
Alright, where you guys want to head?
I say, right then. So should we go back to the inn? I'm feeling much better thanks to the healing given out by our good oracle here.
Thank you.
Sure, why not? I could use a drink.
Yeah, didn't we have to talk to?
Because your eyes aren't, dilated enough.
Didn't we have to talk to the guy we just saved? He said to come see him. Maybe He's got some stuff to say.
Yeah, he wanted to see us at the inn, right?
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Okay, so I will sort of like do that thing where you start walking and you look back to see that everyone's following you
Yeah.
towards the inn. So I'm gonna head back.
I don't remember which way toward was the direction of the inn. But
Well,
we had.
fortunately, Glitterskim has a razor sharp sense of direction. Please make me roll for direction.
All right, roll for direction. That would be.
I don't know what to roll.
Diplomacy.
It's the survival.
Survival.
Diplomacy, I like it. No,
Survival.
I roll diplomacy instead.
Nope.
Survive in the town.
You start leading them the wrong direction.
That's awesome.
And as you start like walking that direction, you see like a Miko run by. Oh, remember the inn's this way. It's a different direction.
Glitter
Okay,
skim.
I play it off like, you know, oh yeah, I got you there.
What a prankster. Okay, let's start walking the right direction. Whoa!
Teleport.
Okay, I will immediately make my way
Hey.
over to Miko at the bar,
Oh, sorry.
and I will say I have
there's two of
a
you.
couple.
Oh
I have
shit!
a couple performances that I would like to perform tonight. So you let me know where a good place for me to set up is.
She will just point to like one of the tables kind of off to the side that's empty at the moment. Says, we don't really have an official stage, but you can set up wherever you see some free space.
Okay, so I see a bunch of people here. I gotta find free space, right? Where's the front door? Oh, never mind. I see the front door.
Like the open area.
Okay. So you're more than welcome to get rid of this.
Shoot. I'm sorry. Give me a quick second. I locked the bathroom and Charlie wants to sleep inside his pee.
Okay, while she's gone, I'll be talking to you guys. You guys want to grab some drinks, some food? I have some performances that I'd like to make, so you let me know when a good time to, you guys want to settle in and stuff. I'm gonna be basically, I walk around the bar. I'm gonna be over here, probably standing on top of this table when I do my performance. So, I have a performance for each of you.
She lets you know that whenever you're interested in doing your performances, that's fine.
I was talking to the rest if they wanted to
Oh,
talk to people and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a seat.
I have to put myself up here because I'm not good at. I'm not good. So, which one of you would like your performance first?
Sephra raises her hand. Ooh, me, pick me.
Okay. If you could stop the music for just a moment so she can hear me,
Ooh.
please.
It goes silent.
Okay. Give me a minute here. I'm nervous. God damn it. And evidently World of Warcraft has started an update. Okay, so I pick up a glass and a spoon and go ting ding 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 ding. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I have a performance for Sephra, the amazing warrior who helped us defeat the goblins tonight. This is an original poem that I call The Cat and the Canary. There was a cat named Mary who had a pet canary, who upon her shoulder she did carry. And once, while coming back from the ferry, far too long did she tarry. Her hunger would not be abated. In truth, it would not be sated. You knew how this tale was fated. After all, canary pets are overrated and Mary ate it. The moral of the story, and listen to it, friend. Through verse and rhyme, your ear I'll bend. And to you a final warning I will send. A cat and a canary can only have one end.
Sephra snaps her fingers. Yes, like that.
I messed it up there in the middle a little
No,
bit.
you got it, man. You just
I did what I wanted. And if you wish, I will roll a performance to see if everyone else likes it.
didn't you have
Go for it.
YouTube music for this, or is that only one of them?
I do have music for one of them, but not that one.
Please link it when to me as well.
I literally tried to find like real fast in the audio, like clapping or applause. Couldn't find anything quickly.
Damn.
And if you are interested, I will post it so you can actually see.
So the entire bar like goes silent and then turns towards you when you finish, and you pretty much get a standing ovation. Everyone's clapping for your performance, and they're all like looking at Zephyr, like, "Is that who it's about? Was he talking about her?"
I raise my glass and say, "A toast to Glitterskin."
Everyone raises their glass and toast with you.
Okay, so where would you like this? Things you know, recap and notes. Would you like it in my room? Would you like it in Gingy's room?
Just put it in your room.
Okay. And so I do the bow, like, thank you. Not a very florid bow either. I'm literally just like, thank you, you know. And I say, but really, the applause should go to her. If you could have been there and seen how amazing her archery skills were.
So now you start to hear some whispers in the room. They're like, "Are those the Goblin Slayers? Yeah, those were the guns. Oh, look, guys, it's the Goblin Slayers."
So this is out of character. Tequila, I wrote this one for you because your name is Tequila and you decided to choose in WoW all of your names to be named after drinks. So this is called the Salty Sea Dog Drinking Song.
Oh snap.
So this is Glitter's actually singing this, but I don't have any music for me to like put this to. Like, you know, I don't know what song to actually sing this to, but Glitter's actually singing.
Sounds good.
Okay. This next one, oh man. Sorry, I'm having problems with my grave key again. Okay, so I tap on my glass again and I say, this next one is a drinking song for my barbarian friend here, Marco. Marco, this one is for you. An ale, me hearty, one for the sea. Drink up, how hard can it be? A mead, me hearty, two for the sky. Drink up, no need to cry. A beer, me hearty, three for the lass. Drink up, she takes no sass. A rum, me hearty, four for the bar. Drink up, now ask for more. A whiskey, me hearty, five is enough. Drink up, now that's the stuff. Dwarf stout, me hearty, six. Don't fail. Drink up, for tomorrow we sail.
Get lots of cheers and class glass clinking and everyone's chugging their drinks, and you're really getting the bar in the mood now. Everyone's like going up to the Amico and they're like, "We need more beer! Give us more beer!"
Okay, that one is in my room also. Okay, now be patient with me, guys. This one is long and this one is difficult to read, so I'll try my best. I have some music that I would like you all to listen to. I will link it for you. It's a YouTube video, and you're going to need to go into the settings, the little settings wheel, and put it on repeat because it's going to take me longer to read this than the song. Give me a sec here. I think I'll load it up. Okay, so I don't think you can play it in YouTube and put it on, or I'm sorry, in Discord and put it on repeat. Shoot, there's a way to put it on. Does anyone know how to put it on repeat?
I don't know.
You right click the video itself and hit loop.
Ah, there you go.
So, just out of character, the way I'm setting this up, I will be casting a 0 level spell called Ghost Sound. Okay, and so in the background, while I'm reciting this in the bar, this will actually be resounding through the entire bar. Okay, so if you go ahead and load that up in YouTube and right click the video, there's an option called loop. Okay, you ready?
Jesus, this thing's spooky.
Yes, you guys are ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay. This is called, this is again glitter skim. This is called the Battle of Swallowtail Festival. And then I cast this. I want you all to understand that while sometimes there is glory in battle, it's also can be a very frightening experience. And with that, I cast the spell. Hark and hear my tale of the Battle of Swallowtail Festival, where Sephra the Nimble, Marco the Mighty, Uldin the Pious, and Glitterskin the Glorious fought and vanquished the Goblin Horde. One autumn evening, as the good folk of Sandpoint were in the midst of their Swallowtail Festival, eating the famous spiced curry chili of Amiko Kaijitsu, the horrible happened. Goblin attack. The people scattered, trying to protect loved ones, and the cathedral square emptied as the Longshanks' rant grew louder and louder. Empty, save for our heroes, who would not let the goblins have their way, the cathedral square turned into a battlefield. But no horde would ravage this fair. They heard the gruesome Longshanks chant, and dread chilled their veins as they listened to the hideous song. Stealing their wills, they set upon the goblins as the brutes marched their way into the square. Marco, called the Hound, charges one of the goblins. Undismayed, he engages the miscreant. His mighty thews bulging with muscles, his immense sword ready to wreak its carnage. In his rage, terrifying to behold, he unleashes a mighty blow and cleaves the goblin in twain. The other goblins were undaunted. commanding him to seep into the square, only to be met by death whistling through the air. Sephra, her feline eyes keen on her targets, unleashes her deadly arrows. They have found their mark, and as if by magic, the arrows sprout from the heads of goblins, like lethal spikes from some forgotten deadly rose. Glitterskim, taking the high ground on the stage, with a sharp motion shatters the eardrums of a goblin with his musical magics. He looks weirdly at the potent and pious Ulden. He is stopped. He is held back, but by what unseen force? What mysteries does the holy man wrestle with? Even with his mystic arts availing him, the battle is far from over. More goblins. More goblins approach. Can the heroes win the day? Yes, they can. Engaged in battle with the goblin chanter, Marco the Ham wades through the tiny terrors, his swords a thresher, their heads his crop. Sephra, nimble and svelte, rains death with her arrows that blossom in the heads of her foes. The holy Udin summons forth his ally, its jaws sending a goblin to its doom. Yet the heroes are dismayed. Fortunately, Glitterskim is there, bolstering his allies with his music and confounding his enemies with his magic. He traps the goblins in a greasy mire. He has come to save us all. Weaving his magic, surely the goblin's fate is sealed. The chanter and his gang dead, the day is won. But wait, what is that? A clarion call for help. Aldern Foxglove is set upon. Can the heroes save him? They can, and they will. Spreading out to wreak their havoc, the band of heroes meets the final threat, the Goblin Commander, with his cutthroat and vicious word. This might be more than they can handle. I had you there for a moment, my friend, but do not despair. Marco, Sephra, Ulden, and Glitterskim, mighty, deadly, holy, and magical as they are, will win the day. The goblins, gory, gutted, skewered, and mired, are no match. For even should they fight, they cannot stand against the strength of Marco, the lethal arrows from Sephra, Ulden's protection, and the wonder and magic of Glitterskim. The heroes are victorious. They are weary and injured, but feel their fatigue and injuries washed away. Ulden has granted them surcease from their ailments. His holy touch is truly a wonder. After a long, hard-fought melee, the Battle of Swallowtail Festival is done. The people are saved, and the goblins are defeated. The heroes have done it. They have saved the day, and they are weary. But fear not, spicy curry chili awaits. And that's it.
God damn.
You can stop the music, and with that, Glitterskim stands up and says, "That story was dedicated to Ulden, who washed away our wounds. No, I'm serious. Who washed away our wounds, and uh, salved our fatigue." That's what I wanted to say.
Somebody get this man some inspiration.
Are you gonna roll your performance for that one?
Oh, reflects the.
Yeah, the entire bar is giving you a standing ovation, clapping profusely. There's like tears running down some of their eyes. It was so beautiful.
That was super
Yeah,
good.
I wish I was a better public speaker. I get a little tongue tied sometimes.
No, you killed it, dude.
I'm not very good at performing in front of other people. So, I
No,
mean, I
you didn't.
practiced that for like a day.
No, you killed it, dude. That was awesome.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do next? Do you want to attempt to sell your items? Do you want to talk to Aldern? Something totally
So
different. Want to go sleep?
at that, I'm gonna get down and like kind of. Is everybody in here?
Yep, all of us.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna make my way over to these two, and I'm gonna like look at Ulden and like wave him over. I'll be
I make my way over.
okay. So at this point, I'm gonna basically kind of gather our heads in a little bit and be like, so now I want to try and sell the stuff that we got. I want to try and sell it to Amigo as like okay, I'm whispering, but I want you guys to be able to hear me. So
Yeah.
I want to sell it to Amiko, and I want to tell her, these are like souvenirs and stuff. Like you can put them up on your wall, because like some of the goblin armor is like literally Marco cut the fucker in half. Okay, so it's probably not even usable.
I
What do you
nod
guys
my agreement.
Okay, you guys think that's think we should try that or?
Yeah, after that performance,
Yeah.
I'd pay pretty penny for any relics of the fight.
Okay, so do you guys want to be involved in that conversation, or do you just want me to try and use my diplomacy?
You're a pretty charismatic guy. I'm okay with trusting you to sell our.
I'm not very good with people.
I can try and assist. Out of character mechanically, I think I can like assist his roll if my roll is like 10 or higher on the same roll or something. Give him like a bonus or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, we can do that.
So, Glitterskim, I'll follow your lead.
So give me a minute or two to, I don't know, wind down or something like that. I'm really not good at public speaking, and it makes me really shit.
I can start the conversation with her if you want. And then
Okay,
you can
yeah.
jump
So
in
go ahead
whenever
and
you
do
want.
that, and I will like gather the stuff from Marco, and like I don't know. Is there a table right there? I don't really want to put like bloody armor.
So, Amiko, how's it going?
Oh, Goblin Warrior! You saved us! It's going great now that we're freed from the goblins. How are you tonight?
Amazing. You heard the story Glitterskim just so eloquently told, right?
Fantastic! He's really got to perform more often. That was amazing. People would pay to watch him in here.
I know, and he did that for free for your tavern. That must be some pretty cool things going on. But speaking of that story, the last one he told, you would believe this. We have actual items from that fight. Now, they're not much use for combat, but for decoration purposes, and I'll kind of look around. Does she have like nice decorations around here, or is it kind of just like shabby?
I'm gonna say the decorations are probably gonna be a lot of things, like adventuring style things. So things you would see that someone might collect on their years of travel and adventuring.
So I see you're
Okay.
an avid collector of adventuring items, and I can't help but feel that these items would be a great addition to your tavern here.
Okay, so at that point, I'm going to speak up rather loudly, maybe hoping the whole bar can hear me, and I'll say something like, crap, okay, so I'll say something like, so, I'm speaking out. I don't want to yell. So Ulden, you know, what did she say? Does she want some of these? How shall we put them? Battle souvenirs from the Battle of Swallowtail Square. I've got some good stuff here.
I don't know. Does she? I'll look at her.
She eyes you guys. She's like, what kind of souvenirs? Can I see them up close
Yeah,
and personal?
I have them spread out. I have them spread out on the table here. I've got some armor from some of the goblins. I've got some of their weapons. I've got this one piece that's extremely nice.
She'll start sifting through them and checking them out and looking at each piece pretty carefully.
That one there, I mean, that's the Marco pretty much cut that guy in half. Can you imagine putting that up on your wall? I have the masterwork horse chopper. I have that kind of to the side because that's worth a lot of money. So
So she'll kind of eye the items and look them. Well, how much are you wanting for these souvenirs?
you know what? If you give me 60% of what they're worth, I'd be happy with that. I mean, who really is gonna buy a piece of goblin-sized armor to actually wear? Pretty much only has value as a souvenir. So
All right. Well, if you're trying to get more than 50%, you'll need to make your diplomacy checks.
okay, I would like to know if I can take any temporary bonuses for the stories that I just told.
I have temporary bonuses I may give you, but you will not know what the bonuses are. Make your checks
Okay.
and I'll add
Okay,
them.
wait. Before he does his offer, I'll tap him on the shoulder and say, "Good luck with your negotiations," and cast guidance on him.
Good call. So what about what's that other thing you can do? Encouragement? Are you gonna go with the encouragement rules?
I mean, yeah. Then I guess I won't bother rolling if someone else like encourages you, and I don't know if I can do both guidance and encourage you. I don't know.
Well, I'll take the guidance. That gives me +1. But I don't want to cheese this too much. But I do want to do the eventuality.
I mean,
mean,
if
I'll
someone wants
just
to
roll.
attempt,
I'll just roll.
Oof.
Yeah, that's basically a shitty roll.
yeah, she looks the items up and down. She goes, you know, these are great souvenirs, but I just really can't see paying more than, you know, the standard 50% you would get from pretty much anyone in town that you know tried to sell them to.
Yep, fair is fair. I don't want to push it. I tried.
I mean, we did save the town, but just saying, just saying, just saying, just saying.
And we are so grateful for you for saving the town. You get room and for a week free, but alas, I can't see myself paying more than the 50% they're worth.
How about wait? Hold on, hold your horses, Amico. How about you pay a little more, and the proceeds from that go to the cathedral?
Wow, I could totally see John's character doing that too.
And I'm actually not lying, though. I actually will give the balance to the cathedral.
Oh no, I understand that. I'm just saying you would do your character is a good character.
What do you say, Amico?
She stares at you for a minute, contemplating your words, trying to get an idea of whether or not she feels you're being truthful or trying to swindle her.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, she says, okay, I will pay you 75% of what they're worth if
Ooh.
you donate 10% of that to the cathedral.
I look at everyone else. Deal?
Wow,
I
so
nod.
that's a lot.
I nod my head. I said, "That's a good deal. That's fair."
Amico, you're too generous. The gods will look kindly upon you, I'm sure.
She bows her head to you, pulls
I am.
out money, pays you the appropriate amount for all the items, and then starts
So I
picking
just
them
want
up
to
around her bar. And
make sure that I did not offer the master work weapon. You know that, right? I mean,
okay,
if she'll pay for that, she'll pay 75% of what the masterwork weapon is worth. Fine, I'd be more than happy. Unless Jose wants that, because he never did tell me if he wanted
Trying to look it up real quick. I
the
can't.
thing
So
is that is going to be a goblin-sized masterwork weapon, so it probably is not going to be ideal for him.
true. The only thing the masterwork weapon has going for it, Jose, is you get +1 attack. Okay, it doesn't do nearly as much damage, as your greatsword, although it does have a ×3 crit modifier. So if you're looking for advice, I'd sell it.
Didn't sell it.
Okay, so that is effectively worth. No, I don't know how you're gonna do this, Wit, because it's only worth 10 gold pieces, but it's a masterwork, which means you have to add 300 gold to its
Give
creation
me a
price.
second. Let me see if this had. Just trying to see real fast if this tells me. No, it doesn't tell me what the things were worth.
I highly doubt a masterwork goblin weapon would be worth 300 gold, though. That sounds crazy.
Well, but it is a masterwork weapon. It doesn't really matter that it's a goblin weapon. It's the fact that it's a masterwork. It's basically, it's crafted so that it's not just the +1. Okay? The reason it gets the +1 is because it's a masterwork weapon. It's literally like a masterpiece.
But does
That's
masterwork like
very.
get made universally, no matter what the weapon is, or is it
Well,
like a
but the-
shittier weapon is less cost to make masterwork?
So it's like masterwork isn't. It's not really like you're saying.
Oh, it's not made with better materials; it's just made by a better craftsman, kind of thing.
It's made in such a way that it's a masterpiece. Like
Hmm.
it's it's really sharp. It's shiny. All the lines are perfect. That kind of thing. Like it's
Oh.
basically a perfect version of that weapon. If you were looking at a katana that was made by a 4-year-old, or a katana, made by Hanzo Hattori, that's the way. That's the way you have to look at it. Masterwork is just, it's like perfection of this weapon. But again, I'm just telling you how I understand masterwork weapons. If Whitney says it's worth 50 gold, guess what? It's worth 50 gold.
Just a second.
Sure, take your time.
It work just flat out says the masterwork quality adds 300 gold pieces to the cost of a normal weapon, or 6 gold pieces to the cost of a single unit of ammunition. Adding the masterwork quality to a double weapon costs twice as much as normal, but it's not a double weapon. So yeah, I mean it's gonna be 310 would be the purchase price. So
Jesus.
75%.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say anything. It just flat out says a masterwork weapon is a finely crafted version of a normal weapon. So,
Alright. Is she gonna pay that?
yeah. I mean, her inn is pretty poppin'. She gets a lot of, most of the town come here to drink, and
Okay, so do we
gets
know
a
the
lot of more
total
out-of-towners. So
of the gold?
she's pretty,
I'm working on
pretty
it.
well off.
Okay.
Especially now that the Goblin Slayers are in town.
Hell yeah.
If you watch anime, I totally recommend that, by the way.
Wait, isn't that anime with some crazy shit controversy about it?
Only the first episode. I mean,
Okay, yeah, I heard about that.
yeah. First episode's kind of rough, but then after that, it's okay. It gets better.
Yeah.
Well, to a certain degree, it gets better, but it is a rough first episode. It sets the tone for the rest of the series as to why it's important to kill goblins.
Alright, you guys ready to move on?
Yeah.
I thought we were
Yes,
getting some gold totals, or are we doing that later?
I'm working on it.
Okay. We can just move on then.
Can always do that after session since we have limited time.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, I asked a question. Am I supposed to change the experience points from the
Yeah, we can tell you what to do when we get experience from this session.
Oh, we haven't gotten them yet. Okay.
Well, you should have 504 under
Okay,
in the
gold is done.
in experience points. You see that it should be 504, and the next level should be 1300. But we can do that later if you don't have that.
Okay, so after exchanging money with her, I tell her thank you very much. We appreciate it. This will, you know, help us quite a bit, and I hope that all the stuff that you have, I hope it goes up on your walls, and I hope people appreciate it. If you need, need some autographs, just let me know. And then I will go and stand on the table and just do some generic music, just to bring the crowd up a little bit. I'm not doing anything in particular. I'm not actually singing. I'm just playing my flute.
So quickly, you did the 10% to the church and all that.
I did not.
So you just calculated 75% and added it to your
Yes.
character sheet.
So what I'm gonna do is don't write that down. I'll do some more math, but please let's continue playing while I do.
Okay.
Well, what do you guys want to do next?
Talk to the dude we saved. I motion to everyone, hey, I think that's the dude there. Should we go talk to him?
Yeah.
And I'll point in where I'm pinging. That's the dude, I think, right? If I remember correctly.
Yep, the one up in the corner, Aldern.
Alright, I'll make my way over and then say, hey, Aldrin. Aldrin? Alden?
Yeah, Eldern. If you
Aldern.
I
Aldern.
sort of look at John and I make a motion.
Who's
like, "Bring him
John?"
Over here. I'm sorry. Ulden. I make a motion at Ulden and I say, bring him over here so I can continue playing. And I say, I'm making motions like, come over here.
Hey, Arden, you want to come over here and listen to some music and we'll talk about what you wanted to talk about?
He says, "Oh, the cat lady! Oh, gorgeous cat lady! I'll follow her anywhere." And he
Whoa,
gets up
whoa.
and follows
Take it
Zephyr.
easy, buddy. Take it easy.
Sephra just blushes. She's not quite sure how to take compliments.
So he'll greet you all excited. Goblin heroes, thank you so much for saving me from certain goblining. Again, I must repay you here. Please let me give you this. He takes Sephra's hand and gives her 50 gold pieces and closes her hand and like looks you deep in the eyes. Thank you for saving my life, beautiful cat lady.
Sephra blushes again and sort of stammers. Any time. I was happy to.
He pats Marco and Glitter on the back. Hey, we must go boar hunting together. Yes, you must accompany me. I'm heading back to my estate in Magnamar in about 3 days, but I would like to take you all on a boar hunt tomorrow if you are up for that. What do you say? Do you want to go kill a boar with me?
Sephra says, "Are women allowed on this hunt?"
He looks you and like takes your hand again. Oh, of course, my lady. You are allowed anywhere I am.
Bleh.
Sephra nods and says, "Well, I do like roasted boar."
Ah, yes, nothing tastes better in the belly than fresh roasted boar.
I stop playing and say, except for canaries, and then go back to playing.
Sephra just hides her face in her hands, but kind of just is still.
Aye, so what say you? Are we boar hunting tomorrow?
I guess so. Seems like everyone wants to kill some boars.
Ah, great news. I'm going to go hit the hay as it's about, way past my bedtime. And he, like, gives Sephra a wink. And then he says, "I'll come find you tomorrow morning, and we will go hunt boars together." And he heads off into the sleeping area. You go next.
All right.
Okay. When you get the chance, go into Swagalicious. I have it split. And how much we're donating to the. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna move my character. I'm up on the table again.
So, he gave you. Wait, what was that? That gold he gave you was for saving his life?
Yes, I intend on splitting it with you, and anything that doesn't split evenly, I think we should donate to the church.
That is exactly what I was going to suggest. That is a great suggestion. I agree. We can do that later. Who else is in here, I guess? Do we look around? Is there anyone looking like they're... Or I'll look to everyone else. What's the plan now? We talk to him. Is there anyone else in
Say
here?
the bar probably would start to be thinning out a little bit as it is now. Probably.
Oh, is it super
10 or
late?
11 at night. Yeah, I mean, 'cause you guys pretty much did the goblin killing, which was right about dusk, and then came here. So it's now quite late.
Actually, I guess it's getting late. Maybe we should hit the hay, as they
Zephyr
say.
nods.
Glitter skim, we're going to bed.
Okay. I motion with my hand. Okay. If the bar's thinning out, I'll basically wind it down.
I look over at Glitterskim. Do you know any lullabies?
Do I know any lullabies? Of course I know lullabies. We all gotta share a bed?
No, we got free lodging. I think Kamiko said. I think we can afford our own rooms. I'm gonna pick a room.
Well, there's that one room that has like 5 beds in it. Yeah, I was gonna take that.
I'm already sleeping.
So when everybody gets into the room, I will actually play a lullaby on my flute very, very softly for, I don't know, 3 or 4 rounds. And the lullaby will be, brave, brave Sir Robin, he turned and ran away. I'm kidding, I'm not playing.
So yeah, we just bed down for the night.
Yep. So you guys can refresh your spell, gather any HP back if anyone's not at full health.
Done and done.
I'm trying to find the appropriate map to show you the next area. I'm not sure which map shows what I want it to show.
Well, what's happening? Are we just meeting up for hunting boars immediately?
Yeah, so tomorrow morning he's gonna pretty much... Oh, here we go. This is the one I want. Okay. You're going on an early morning boar hunt, so it's gonna be... He's gonna come get you guys pretty early to...
Before we leave, I suggest we all munch on some breakfast.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
So, what's there to eat in the morning?
Amiko always serves a hearty breakfast of
Mm.
eggs and whatever local, like, you know, she gets a lot of her meat from the locals who go out and do hunting, just like Foxglove is going to take you guys go hunt some boars. And
Sausage?
Sausage?
You know, Glitter likes the sausage.
yeah, there'll probably be a mix of like boar meat, you know, some boar bacon, maybe some sausage, an assortment of different. It's all very locally killed and, you know, animals brought back for her to cook up for y'all.
Sounds good.
Some potatoes.
How much for breakfast, Amiko?
So she tells you, no, no, no. Breakfast is on the house while you are my guests here. I cannot make our saviors pay for their food.
Again, your kindness knows no bounds, but I insist, and I'll drop a gold on the counter.
She'll thank you and nod your direction, pick up the gold and pocket it.
All right, we ready to hunt some boars, gang?
We need to stop by the church also.
Yeah, we'll do that on our way, I guess.
Okay.
Zephyr runs to go wake up Marco because it seems like he's overslept.
Okay, I pack away some ham for Marco.
I'm here.
Hello.
So Aldrin will come find you, you guys,
We
in
had
the morning
breakfast.
while you're eating breakfast, and get you all set up. He graciously will buy each of you your own mount from the Goblin Squash stables, and then eagerly leads all of you and his 3 men servants, which aren't pictured here because, let's be honest, they don't really matter,
Yikes.
west. And I'm going to show you where you're headed.
So, wait, did you say we're
So
mounting creatures and riding them?
Yeah, you guys get to. He's buying y'all mounts to take boar
there's-
hunting because it's about
so-
an hour. It's a 1.5 mile ride to the forest. You're gonna be
Ooh.
killing boars in.
Mile and a half. I could do that in 5 minutes. He's renting us horses, or is he buying us horses? 'Cause horses are
Renting.
expensive. Okay.
So you should see a map here of the
Ooh.
area. This is the Sandpoint hinterlands. So if you kind of scroll to where you're looking in the top left-ish corner,
Mm-hmm.
you should see Sandpoint right up there. So he's going to be leading you guys.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you
along-
ping where Sandpoint is supposed to be?
How do I ping Roll20? I don't actually.
I don't think you can ping.
Yeah. Select tool, and then you just hold down your mouse like this. I'm assuming it's somewhere here. You said top left. Oh,
Oh yeah,
right at the corner here.
here. Yeah,
Oh, yes,
this
I
is-
see.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
okay.
Oh, do you guys not see the names?
No,
Yeah.
it's just a blank map.
Okay. So on the GM over names of stuff for me, but okay. So this is Sandpoint right here, and he's going to be leading you guys along the southern banks of the Turnanderrick River, which is this river you can see that runs along right here. So you guys are going to be going along the southern bank of this river. It's about a 1.5 mile ride to the Tickwood Forest, which is where you're going to be hunting boars, which is this forest right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Because according to
Um,
me, that's only 40 feet.
Oh my god. Stop being a pain in my ass. So, just north of the Upthirst limestone escarpment known as the Devil's Platter, despite its ominous name, Tickwood is actually relatively safe woodland. It's well known to be the home of wild boars, deers, firepelts, cougars, and the rare
Cougars.
giant ticks, for which the wood is named for. But good to know no goblin tribes dwell here, so it's a pretty safe place to travel to in these times. You don't really have to worry about goblin attacks.
I fall off my horse on the way there.
Oh my god, yes you do.
Oof. He helps get you back onto the horse and then like ties a tether from your horse to his to help like guide it a little bit better. Like, you okay back there? You need me to help you a
sorry.
little more?
My jobs in the Round Mountains never had me riding anything. It's a new thing for me.
As you guys are heading towards the Tickwood Forest, it is, like I said, about an hour, or it's a 1.5 mile ride, so it's gonna take a little bit.
Random encounter.
I am entertaining all of us while we're riding by singing.
So Aldern turns towards you, Saphra, and asks you, "Oh, so my cat lady friend, I don't think I ever did get your name. I am Aldern Foxglove, heir to the Aldrin name and manor. He's trying to like show off how like rich and well
Does he
off
laugh
he is
like that?
too. Yeah, he does. Just, what is
I,
your name, beautiful lady?
my name is Sephra Feldman.
He like looks over at you as you're riding, like comes to ride his horse right next to you and goes, "Please tell me more about you."
Well, my family were farmers, and I was adopted when I was 2 years.
Ah, yes, I too can understand adoption. Yes, I unfortunately had to be raised by someone other than my parents as they died at a very young age.
Nods. I'm sorry to hear that. It is very painful, to not have one's family around.
Ah, yes, yes, it is. But those of us that know the pain must stick together. Kind of gives you like a little like eyebrow waggle. So at some point he'll look to the rest of you and be like, "Ah, yes, and oh yes, the rest of you, you're here too. Oh, what brings you all to Sandpoint?"
The construction of your new cathedral. Something to behold.
Ah, yes, the cathedral. What a marvelous piece of work that is.
Yeah, can you tell us anything about what happened to the old one? I didn't really get the full story.
Oh, yes. So about 5 years ago, the time of the unpleasantness, um, there were a bunch of murders in Sandpoint. This man, he he lived up on the island. I'm actually blanking on this name of this flippin' island. Actually, hold on. Sorry.
It's okay. Arden could forget it as well. It's not like he has to remember it. Maybe he doesn't know.
Chopper's Isle. Yes, that was the name of the island, Chopper's
Oh.
Isle. So this man, he was, he was a very quiet folk in town, but very nice gentleman. And then he moved to Chopper's Isle, which of course now is called Chopper's Isle because the idea, right? Yeah, no, but he went crazy and went around town just killing lots of people. He killed like
Jesus.
5 people. And then the cathedral right afterwards, right after he was dealt with and taken care of, the cathedral burnt down, killing our late priest and his daughter as well. They were able to find his remains, but we know they never did find hers, but we haven't seen her since, so she's presumed to have just burned in the fire.
Yes, I heard that, but I highly doubt. I heard she's an Asimar like me, so I doubt
Ah,
some.
yes, that she was such a beauty, that Asimar beauty.
Yes, Asimars are quite fair looking, but I doubt some fires could extinguish one of my own.
No one knows. We haven't seen her since. She is presumed dead.
Hmm.
So as you guys arrive at the forest, he will turn towards you, Sephra, and be like, "Oh, Sephra, may I help you off your mount?"
Sephra offers him a hand. Yes, thank you.
He helps you down and like caresses your hand a little extra long. Hold on a second. There's someone at my door.
Yeah. Whoa, I gotta. My profile picture's on here by accident. Or my old token.
What's the guy's name again?
Arden or something like that?
Aldrin, I think.
Aldrin. I keep forgetting.
Would it be with the ELDR?
I don't know. I think it's in the Discord. The people, whatever. Things you know. Is his name in here? Oh, maybe it's not. Amiko's in there. Yeah, I don't know.
Just treat it like the actual Middle Ages, and you just spell things however you want. There is no standardized.
True.
Okay, sorry about that.
So good.
Oh, and I left my book across the room. Oh my gosh.
What's this guy's name again?
She went to get her book. You're gonna have to wait.
But I need it now.
I need it now.
All right, I'm back.
We wanted to name check on this guy
Alder.
again.
Name is Aldern Foxglove.
Yep.
And all the stuff that I recited tonight is in my room if anybody's interested.
Cool.
Would you like to see a handout of his?
Sure. Also, instead of Marco, you grab my other dude's token by accident.
Oh, sorry. I was just like pointing.
Oh, look, there he is.
Wow, the great placement on the yeah,
Let me examine further.
right?
What?
When you
Great
want to
placement
zoom
on
in.
the,
Oh.
Oh, he did that just for my character, I'm sure.
Yeah.
yeah, that's not very impressive.
I showed you my hound out. Please respond. Alright, Mr. Foxglove, where are we looking for this boar?
He'll just be like, "Oh, there should be plenty around here somewhere. Just start hunting around."
Start hunting around. Great advice, dude.
What, survival?
Mm.
Yeah, sure. Roll me some survival checks. See if you can see this boar over here.
I'm gonna whisper to Marco. I don't think this guy knows what he's doing. Who just tells you to start hunting around? You know what I mean?
He's a fop.
A what?
A fop. F-O-P.
What the hell's that, Glitter Skim? I'm a simple man. Use simple words for me.
Please.
He's
You
only
are
interested in
Oracle.
one
You
kind
are
of prey.
not a simple man. No man is simple when he's been regaled with my story.
What? Oh, what's that? I think I see something.
Something's moving.
Oh, and as you get this close to the boar, Sakura,
I'm
it is
sorry,
going to get very angry, and it is going to start getting ready to attack. So everyone roll.
Roll
Whoa,
initiative.
something's moving, says Sephra. And I say, well, get your hand away from his pound.
Oh my lord.
He already showed me his handout, okay?
Just a second, I gotta move stuff around so I can actually see my character. There we go.
Oof. Make sure you have your token selected when you click initiative. Because then it will auto add it to the list.
I showed him the macro.
Ah, yes. Or you could use the macro.
For some reason, my boar got messed up.
They're multiplying.
Sorry, I'm just for some reason it doesn't isn't
No.
doing what it's supposed to do.
What are you trying to make it do?
Kill us all.
Nothing. Usually they just actually have their character thing set up for me, but this one doesn't, so I just have to do it a little different.
Marco's not on the turn order. He got a 9. Ooh.
Dun dun.
I don't know how to actually like add custom add.
The easy way is to get him to roll initiative again, and then you just change the number.
Yeah, can you just click your token and roll your initiative again?
It just says you attempt to use a roll command looking for the value of a selected token, but no tokens are selected.
Are you clicking on your token?
Yeah?
Oh, there you go.
Eh.
I was selected initially, so I don't know what's up.
I don't know. Okay.
It's buggy sometimes.
Ulden.
I go to act, but a dark mist surrounds me and binds me, and I cannot do anything. Oh wait, are we surprised, or is this the first round?
We're just saying this is first round.
Okay, then I can do something. I will cast lifelink on Sephra. So a chain bursts from my chest and attaches itself to Sephra.
Okay.
And I end my turn.
I basically, every time I see that, unless he explains what he's doing, I go, whoa!
It's the same thing you saw before. Also, as long as we've remained within 110 feet, I'm still linked to Marco. Or whoever I was linked to yesterday.
Wow.
I thought it was
so you
Marco.
just link to him forever until you sever the link?
Oh wait, actually it's limited to my level. Never mind. So then, yeah, the link will break from Marco and attaches to Sephra.
I was gonna call you Uncle Touchy.
Well, I didn't touch you. The chain touches you. Yeah, 1 creature per level. So that's my turn.
Glitter.
I will begin my performance. That takes my entire action. So
Does it do anything right now, or it's a round effect?
no, actually it does. So please remember, everybody, that you have +1 attack, +1 damage, +1 save versus fear or charm.
Sweet. Get in there, Marco.
Alright, Marco.
I approach the boar and I attack it with my great sword.
Are you power attacking? Are you raging?
Power attacking.
Get him. Oof.
+1.
You go
Curses
to
my sword again.
you go to hit the boar with your great sword, and it like snuffles at you and like dodges its head, and you just go wide and swing right over.
Okay. Ulden is probably close enough to hear Glitter Skim mutter to himself, "Well, we sold the mastermind."
I don't think that
Right?
would have helped.
The reason he's a barbarian is because he gets so fucking pissed at his sword. This fucking thing!
Jesus. Saphira, it's your turn.
Alright, I knock an arrow and shoot it at the boar.
Alright, and you pierce it right in its hindquarters, and it like rears back and it's like, ah! I don't know how to make boar noises. Did 6 points of damage to it.
Don't
Alright,
I do
anything
like
else?
don't I do like extra damage if I'm within 30 feet?
Yes, we actually have that auto added into your thing, I think, already.
Oh, okay.
There is a plus
I just
one
wanted
in
to
there.
make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, the boar is going to attempt to gore Marco. You guys will actually get to see the rolls on this since it doesn't have it set up right.
Aldrin, you're not getting in on this hunting action?
He's a pansy.
No, well.
I'll just be over here cheering you on.
Oof.
Does an 18 hit you?
I'm right at 18.
Alright. So the boar is gonna gore you for 6 points of damage.
And it sounds like that too.
The kids have the boar noises down pat.
Yeah, she's my boar down there. Alright, and the boar is done.
I forgot Marco charges into battle.
Twice. What the heck? Hold
What?
on. You and Glitter are on here twice. Did you guys like roll twice?
Nope,
I'm not on there
I'm
twice.
on there once.
No, it
I
had you
only
guys
see
on
Okay.
them all three.
Anyways, Ulden, still your turn. I don't know why it had you guys on there twice for me.
Mm.
Shouldn't Jaeger put it into turn since we all just went?
Oh, true.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sephira appears to. I don't know why I broke this link, but I should never have done it. So I put the link back on Marco. The chain severs from Sephira and reattaches to Marco. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, I will look at my character sheet. Yeah, I don't think I actually want to get close to it, so I'm just gonna use my little cheeky little spell here. And I will cast Ultrasonic Ray on
Whoa!
Holy shit.
That 3 damage crit. Hell yeah.
it. Right?
Double crit
So
confirmed.
you fire your beam and the boar like starts shaking its head back and forth super like wildly and like gets enraged and snuffles and you do 3 points of damage to it.
And I will take a move. I will take a move action. These are trees, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Jose. I tried to get into flank, but couldn't.
Marco.
At the beginning of Marco's turn, a surge of life force goes along the chain and goes into him, and he heals for 5 points.
Whoa!
So heal yourself for 5. I told you there was a reason we're linked.
Thank you, Walden. And now for the pit. I swing my sword at him again.
Slaughter the beast.
Remember that you have +1?
Oh my lord. It's okay, keep him. Just keep tanking him.
You're so mad at your sword that you swing and you just like spin in a circle and miss again and you just look at your sword like, what are you doing? Did you want to do anything else? Sorry.
I end my turn.
Contemplate slime.
Sephra.
I also knock back another arrow and shoot at the board.
Whew.
Whew, and once again, you just like pierce that boar right in its hindquarters, and it just is getting super pissed off at you now, Sephra. It like glares at you, and you can just see in its eyes like it's coming for you.
Right? It makes that noise that you heard in the background.
Ah.
All right. Anything else you want to do, Sephra?
No, I'm in my turn.
The boar is like super pissed at you, and it's gonna start trying to come for you, Sephra.
Attack of opportunity. Jose.
Attack the boar?
Yeah, because it moved away from you, so as it's leaving you, you can try and smack it with your sword.
Smack it, smack it, smack it.
+1, 12 to hit. Oh boy.
You try to smack it, but you're just like so pissed off at this point that you just miss again and swing wide.
So, I have a funny story. I think this is why Cass was always swinging her sword so nonchalantly, because she just missed so many times she just got tired of it. Whatever.
All right, so now the boar is gonna attempt to gore you, Sephra.
Okay.
Wow.
Does an
Her
18
dice are
hit?
hot.
Yeah, AC is 16.
So he does 6 points of damage to you.
Oof.
So at Aldrin's kind of over here, like just sort of fucking off, but at seeing you hurt, he's gonna come rushing over to you and cast a cure light wounds on. Like, no, not my cat lady, my cat lady.
Was this guy a medic?
I don't know what he
Well, apparently he has cure light wounds.
does.
He didn't care about me being hurt.
He's gonna heal you for 5 points of damage. So.
Well, if he's at least level 1, it should be 6 points.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, 6 points. I didn't add the +1.
Yeah. Nice, I didn't have to heal her.
I thank him.
Oh.
Aldrin starts shouting at the boy, "Don't you touch my beautiful lady!"
Going next to it is not going to give a flanker advantage, is it?
I don't. I was trying to come over to flank it, but I'm not sure I can reach the flank now. You literally need to be here to flank it for Marco.
Okay, can I? Okay. Hold on.
You can get there. Oh no, you only have 4 movement, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to use my action to do it. Oh no, I got 30 if I move like this.
Perfect.
I can't even do anything anyway. I will... yeah, I don't want to use this spell. Is this touch?
Whack it with your stick, right? You don't have a stick?
I am unarmed. So, I end my turn.
Wow, you're stickless.
Get him, Glitter! My turn's over.
Okay, so 1. So Sephra, just to let you know, you and I are flanking it now. Okay, when you attack, you get a +2.
Wait, is this true?
Marco,
If I'm unarmed, it doesn't count as a flank? I guess not, because I'm not really threatening him.
I don't know the damage to. I don't know.
I think that makes sense. Whatever, doesn't matter. Go on. We're fine.
Okay, I am going to whip attack it. Okay, I have +1 from that, and I have +2 because I'm flanking. So this attack +3.
Whip it good.
Nope.
Nope. Oh my lord.
So
Yeah,
plus
12.
3. Yeah,
12, yeah.
unfortunately, Your whip just skitters right next to him and doesn't touch him at all.
Well, I make a noise at it. And that is my turn.
I'll just say to Marco, we're flanking it. Don't worry, but we're actually not flanking it. But...
I'm full of rage and enter rage mode and swing my sword at
Get him.
along with power attack. And still a 9.
Wow, you were just 9'd out.
9 is the number tonight. Holy cow.
Yeah, you just swing wide again. You're just like, it's almost like you're aiming at something like 5 feet to its left.
Right? I look at Marco and I go, hit the boar!
Oh, yeah, of course. And just calibrate my sword here real quick.
Sever, for the love of God, kill this thing. For the love of Iomade, kill this thing.
Zephyr, can you just kill this stupid thing already?
Now I have a quick question. What's the minimum range that I have to be to use my?
You can use it at like right up at it, can't you?
I think so. I just didn't know.
If you're looking for rules, okay, the rules are you can attack things at point blank. However, it gets an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay, so your best, well, so you can either do that and it'll get an attack of opportunity, or you can take a 5-foot step back. That will not provoke an attack of opportunity, but you cannot do any other movement this round, or you will take an attack of opportunity. And then you can shoot at the boar without taking its attack of opportunity. However, you will lose the flanking bonus with Glitter.
Okay.
I think it's
Well, I decide I'm going to risk the attack of opportunity, and I'm going to shoot him.
fine. Oh.
And so you get a
So
plus
she gets +3 actually.
So, and then a +1 to damage.
Mm-hmm. Does it die?
So you will hit it, and it is just barely hanging on to life. It is just barely still trucking, and it's going to lunge at you.
Whoa!
Crit, scoosh.
Jesus.
A mean fucking boar.
She hasn't rolled lower than a 14 this entire time.
So it hits me for 20?
No,
Oh,
no.
no.
It crits.
Just a
No.
crit.
You
Crit
is double
confirm?
damage, so.
So the crit is only.
Don't you have to
I don't
confirm?
Crit on natural. Oh yeah, I do have to. And it's confirmed.
Jesus. Can you stop?
Only the. No, it's all of it is doubled, right?
I believe so.
Oof. So it is going to hit you for 18 points of damage, which I believe is going to knock you unconscious.
That's exactly right. So,
So how much in the negatives do you have to be to actually officially die?
You're...
Constitution.
Yeah.
What's your constitution? Like your constitution modifier or full
No,
number?
Constitution 4.
oh, my score
Your
is
what?
13. My constitution score is 13.
Okay, so you're only at like a negative. What was your health?
12.
Well,
You'd be at a -6 right now. So Boar's gonna turn back to Marco.
wait, what? I thought that was his.
That was his attack of opportunity on her because she fired at point blank.
Oh.
Alright, 11's not gonna hit you, so he will miss Goulden.
Jesus.
So I typed the end of round a little soon, but it's still there.
I'll look at what's his name, Aldrin.
Oh, yeah.
Aldrin, you got any more heals left in you, or what? You gonna save your?
Let's see what he got here. He got.
Thanks for the follow,
healed,
dude.
So he will rush back over and start like weeping over Sephra's body and be like, "No, not my cat lady!" And he will cast his. Okay, that's fine. He heals you for 2. Jesus.
So,
This works differently, okay? For when you heal a character that's dying,
They stop bleeding.
yeah, you
Yeah.
basically I don't think it really matters how much you heal them for. They're instantly stabilized.
Yeah,
So
but you're
yeah,
still
no
negative,
longer
right?
losing
Twice,
health,
but she is negative.
but you can still be a negative.
Yeah, I'll cast Cure Light. Oh wait, I'll take a nat. Okay, so I'm gonna move. I'm gonna take a 5-step. I guess over here. Or do you move squares when you take a 5-foot step or whatever?
I would
think
move
so.
there. You'd be okay. You won't.
All right, yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll cast Cure Light
Adjacent.
Wounds. You get 8 HP.
ooh, at least I'm not negative anymore.
Yeah, so you're back up. Or you're back up, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my turn's over.
Glitter.
I will cast my ultrasonic at him.
All right, that will hit, and that will kill it.
Probably have 1 health.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, I will immediately take a step forward and kick it. You porcine piece of shit! You don't hurt my cat lady.
Aldrin, what was this? You sent us out for hunting, but you didn't do any hunting yourself.
He's like, "Oh yes, I needed to see how strong you all were. It was a test of your strength."
We literally saved your life, and you need to test us? For what reason, please, sir?
No. Oh, but cat lady, are you okay, Miss Saphra? I am so worried about you.
Yes, Mr. Aldrin, I'm fine. Thank you for your heals, and thank you too, Olden. I don't want to think of where I would be if you all hadn't attended.
Not a problem. Can I roll sense motive on this Aldrin guy to see like what's up with him?
Yeah.
Like, is he actually like?
So.
Oh,
I
yeah, he seems all
am-
about the good stuff. He's all right. This guy's all right, guys. I don't know.
You trust him.
It's a little odd, but it's fine.
All right, so
I look at Olden. I say, "You rolled a 5."
What? What are you talking about?
I am going to be casting my spell called Ghost Sound, and I'm going to make the loudest boar noise that I can make right behind Al. I'm not kidding.
All right, let's see if he. He is not startled by you.
Oh,
He totally
Jesus.
saw you sneaking up behind him and saw you casting. He's just like, "What the fuck you doing, bro?"
I've never seen Bella roll so well in a game. Jesus Christ.
Right?
What was that, like
She's using the
4
Avery hack.
20s in the past?
She's using the Avery hack.
Jesus. Can we chill on the dice rolls?
Can I have some of those dice rolls?
Yeah.
All right, unless there's anything else you guys want to do, you'll mount back up on your horses and start heading back to town.
Does-
Alden has like
Oh,
tied
yeah.
up the boar to the
Oh,
horse.
okay.
Yeah.
As long as he ties up the board of the horse, because if not, I'm gonna chop that fucker up, and we're gonna.
Now he has it tied up to the horse. He tells you that he's bringing it back for Amiko to cook for dinner tonight, and tells all of you that you should come and join him to feast on your board tonight for dinner.
I didn't think we needed an invite. We
Right?
basically killed it.
We
Actually,
ran
we'll
through
invite
the-
you to the dinner. You can come if you want.
Gonna
He shrugs.
fill your gonna fill your divots.
All right, let's
I'm
head
sorry,
back.
none of you are golfers, or else you would have laughed at that.
I understand what you were saying.
Yes, very true. Very true.
Okay, so I had to
So
do.
on the ride back, I think we should all ride rather close to Sephira because she is still heavily injured. I don't want to fall off her horse, so I'll let Marco take care of it. You two seem close. I say that extra loud, pointing my face right at Aldrin.
I bury my head in my hands and kind of am blushing.
Okay, so as you guys head back into town, all of a sudden you see uh the sheriff rush up to you guys, asking to speak to you in private. And Aldrin kind of looks at you, looks at the sheriff, shrugs, and he heads off towards the tavern to go take the board to Amico.
Our pig.
I'm sorry, you said the sheriff is motioning that he wants to talk to us?
Yes, I'm taking us back to this page, but you're not actually in the inn.
Okay. I will, of course, return the horse. We're supposed to, and I'll look at the sheriff and say, "We should return these horses. They don't belong to us." But I'm more than happy to talk to if you need some help.
Okay. So he kind of walks with you over to the stables to get the horses returned. And then he will.
Out of character. Sorry, John.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you should direct all of our questions to our leader, and I point to Olden.
What? Yes. What is it, Sheriff?
So the sheriff is kind of scowling. He says to you, I need your help. Will you with me? We have an issue, and I think you guys are the best to help accompany me dealing with this problem.
What kind of problem we looking at, Sheriff? We are.
Cool. But Glitter, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we just a little bit injured from our little hunting. How urgent is it? Like, what's going on?
Oh, the Father Xantus approached me this morning. There's some disturbance is in the graveyard by the cathedral. He called me down to come look at it, and I would like you guys to accompany me while we check it out. I'm sure if we head over there, though, Father Xantus would be more than happy to help heal you up before we go investigating.
Holy matter. I'm sure none of us are opposed to that, and I'll look to the group.
I nod and say, "Yes, if he can heal us, then I'm more than willing to."
So I pass her a bottle and I say, "Drink this," and I give her the Cure Light Wounds potion.
Whoa, I'll put a hand. Save it. Father Xantus has healing magic at his disposal that could be used in a more dire situation.
Fair enough.
I pass the bottle back. Thank you anyway, Glitterskin.
I give her the Buddy Jesus look.
Okay, so you guys meet up with Father Xantus, and with the sheriff outside the graveyard here. I don't have a thing for the Father Xantus, but he will throw out a cure moderate wounds on anyone who is.
So
Will
multiple.
that heal me back to full?
I'll do the heals in a second.
Okay.
All right, 13 health for Sephra.
I'm not injured.
14 health for Ulden.
I think everyone else is full.
8 for Marco.
Oh, he was down 1 HP. Or?
Yeah, just one.
Oh.
Anyone who is wounded, they're happy you're helping, so he's being generous with heals right now. Also, I mean, let's be honest, he doesn't really use that many of his heals on an average day.
Thank you, Father. What seems to be the issue?
Sorry, my kid's grumpy. I'm trying to keep her entertained.
Okay, no worries.
So the sheriff looks at you all. He says, our graveyard appears to have been disturbed the other night. We came in and we saw the door to the tomb standing ajar. And this is our tomb that holds all of our previous caretakers and our priests and our alley coats. We're just worried that maybe a goblin got stuck inside or something. We just wanted your aid for investigating this in case a goblin pops out at us.
I think I can hear a goblin back there, so we should check it out.
It's a baby golem.
Baby goblins deserve to die just as much. Jesus.
Whoa! Oh. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise?
I'm sorry, give me a
Spooky.
quick second. My kid did the poopy.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
It's spooky here,
See,
guys.
there's a reason why he said, well,
Be right back as well.
Well, if we're be right backing, I have to use the bathroom, so.
same.
Bathroom break. Spooky.
Okay, sorry about that. I am back.
People are doing some washroom breaks.
Okay, sounds good.
Roll for initiative. I'm killing Father Xantus right here.
Jesus.
Got you right where I want you, in a graveyard. This is spooky. Is this another custom map you did?
Yeah.
Ooh. So what, they didn't give you a map for this?
Nope.
Oh, interesting.
I'm like low-key annoyed at the moment with my neighbors. Like, without even asking me if it's like cool, they apparently had to like take off So he just like comes, knocks on my doors, and hands me a key to a car, and is like, "Hey, a tow truck is coming to pick up this car. I told them to come knock on your door. Here's the key." I'm like, okay. And he like just messaged me they should be here in an hour. Make sure he doesn't drag it up as the parking brake is stuck on. He needs
Jesus.
to use dollies or something. It's like, well, why the fuck aren't you here to do this? Why are you making me in charge of this?
Yeah. It's pretty rude.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Waiting for 2 others.
I am back too,
Ooh.
but Ginger is getting more wine because she is.
The essentials.
Mm-hmm.
This music is spoopy.
So spoopy.
Kind of reminds me of the Diablo Cemetery.
Ooh.
Wonder how high it'll go.
It's infinite, I'm pretty sure. I do a quick sweep of the cemetery.
So, Ulden, tell me of this guidance you talk about.
Tell you about what?
I'm back.
Tell me of this guidance you were talking about.
This guidance. It's a spell I can give you slight increasement in your ability to hit and damage enemies, perhaps.
All right, so we're all back.
I think so.
Okay.
Ready to go.
Yep.
So the sheriff will escort you guys into the graveyard, and he'll just mutter to himself like, "Something just doesn't seem right in here. I
Hold
can't
up, Father.
quite place it."
Let us.
That's the sheriff, right?
Oh, I thought
Yes.
the father was here.
The father is outside the graveyard. The sheriff
Oh, okay.
has asked Father Xantus to wait for them outside the graveyard, as he is not an adept fighter and doesn't want to put another one of their priests in harm's way.
All
Okay,
right,
well,
fair
if he
enough,
says,
Sheriff.
I've spotted something, I hand him the shovel.
Divinity joke. All right, Sheriff. Where do you want to look around? What should we be looking for?
Sheriff look like he can handle himself? He's carrying a weapon, etc., etc.
He at the moment, because he has your aid, is not carrying his weapons with him. He's sort of counting on you guys to be his backup if things go awry.
Okay, I'm actually going to step forward and put my hand on his chest and say, perhaps you should let the professionals take care of it. I noticed you're unarmed, and I don't want
Thank you for the
your
follow,
injury or your
appreciate it.
death on my hands.
Ah, good
Thank
of you.
you.
I'm just looking around. I'm just trying to put my finger on what seems different about the graveyard. I can't quite place it.
Well, is it always this? And I look around and I see that the picture has like fog. Is it always this foggy? Is there always that extremely scary music playing in the background?
Oh my god.
My immersion here.
I'm sorry, I take that back. Just trying to lighten up the mood, guys.
Can I make like a perception check, or if anything looks out of place from a
Yes,
cemetery?
you can.
Yes, I would like to make my way over to the. This looks like a sarcophagus of some kind, and then make my perception check.
Sheriff, everything looks
And
fine
I
here.
laugh. I laugh when Olden falls.
So, Sephra, you notice that there appears to be lots of goblin footprints all around the ground, and also a pair of larger footprints that appear like they might be humanoid. Um, and just because I know you wouldn't know this, but if you want to try to determine more information about the footprints you're seeing, you can roll a survival check to uh, go along with your perception.
I'd also
Okay.
like to mention, okay, this is out of character to the two people who are new. When you notice something, our characters do not see this. Okay, like just because you spot all these goblin footprints and the pair of larger footprints, our characters don't know that. So at some point, you kind of have to tell us, "Wow, look at all these
Marco, yeah.
goblin."
Marco, you also notice the same thing. Lots of goblin footprints and one pair of larger footprints that appear to be some sort of humanoid, possibly. So, Sephra, you crouch down and examine the footprints more, and you can confirm without a doubt that 6 goblins and 1 humanoid climbed the wall of the cemetery and approached the vault. The whatever you want to call it, sarcophagus
So
area
is
vault
that
thing.
a what's the word I want to use? Is it a sarcophagus, like a stone coffin on the ground, or is it a building, like a door?
No, it's like a building that holds multiple tombs for all of the previous priests, alicords, anyone that was important like religiously to the town, who was someone who like was part of the cathedral or was of religious importance is buried in there.
Is the door open or closed?
It is just slightly ajar.
Okay, I'm going to approach the door and see if I can determine if the door was busted open.
It looks well. Make me another perception.
Okay.
So you examine the door, and yes, it looks like somebody forcibly opened this door recently.
Okay, I will speak up. And I'm probably at this point a little creeped out. I mean, I am only first level, and I'm in a cemetery. And has she told us that there are goblin footprints are here?
I do not believe she has.
Okay, so I'm gonna say a little bit quietly. So I'm not sure if Sephra and Marco could hear me. Olden might be able to hear me. I'm gonna say this door has been jammed. This door has been forced open. In fact, I look at Olden and I say that this door has been forced open.
And I speak up and I say, and I share with the party what I've learned about the footprints, that it looks like that there's goblin and humanoid and all of that.
A humanoid with goblins.
Okay,
Man.
at this,
I agree with
Consider's going to
Sephra.
become noticeably more nervous, and I'm going to take a step back away from the door, and then I'm going
Desecrating
to
a
whisper, stage whisper, "They're probably inside."
desecrating a holy place is no time for theatrics, glitter skim. I'm gonna go and try and break down the door or force my way in.
So you open the door easily, and as you do, 2 human skeletons jump out at you. So everyone roll initiative for me, and there will be a surprise. Well,
I mean,
I don't know. We were kind of
no,
expecting.
yeah, I'm
Right?
gonna say you guys were pretty sure there was gonna be something in there, so no surprise around. Oh, I don't know. Did this update?
mine's updated.
I didn't clear it.
It looks like it's
Yeah,
updating.
I was
Everyone has the
updated
rolls
too.
they just
Plus,
made.
you can always you can add it yourself. So.
Yeah, mine's got multiple, so I need to delete the old rolls. So Sephra had the 17, not this one. And then Olden has an 18, so not that one.
There's got to be a setting or something that
Marco,
clears it or something.
8. I think I was just supposed to clear it, and I didn't do it beforehand. There is something that clears it. I just didn't actually clear it.
Okay.
That one, okay.
trying to figure out how tactically sound my character would be. Look, she rolled under a 10 on
Hey.
something.
It's about time. Oh shit, but the other one.
Sorry, it was just bugging out for me for a second. Okay, so this first human skeleton.
So hold on, before you go, how's this door? Am I occupying the way through the door? Like it can't pass by me, or?
So no, so the door is like one of those double wide, right? So in
Ah.
the spot you're in, and so basically both where the skeletons are standing are both open.
Okay.
But this one is just going to basically attack you because you were the first thing it saw.
Bring it on.
All right, does a 19 hit?
Yes.
So he stabs you with his scimitar and does 1 point of damage.
Just a scratch.
Right? You're like,
All right,
Really?
Ulden.
So there is room for like other people to go by me to attack them, right?
Yes, basically like in the area right ahead of Glitter, someone could go in to like attack it.
Okay. So yeah, I'll delay my turn until after Marco goes.
Okay.
we
Alright.
talked about this, Marco, right? You hit them with your sword.
All right, Marco.
All right, so I move in. I'm going to go in raging with a power attack because I stabbed my best.
Take him down.
And I'm going to swing as hard as I can with my greatsword again because I stabbed my friend. Damn it.
Darn. You swing as hard as you can, and you just like go through the empty space around their bones. They're not like fully solid humans. And they
Right?
just
You
come
go all the way
down
through
and are
him.
like,
Unfortunately, you don't actually hit them.
Start playing music on their bones.
all right, anything else?
Nope.
All right, Ulden.
Okay, I'll take a 5-foot step back, and I'll cast Sanctuary on Marco. And that's my turn.
Okay.
So I knock back an arrow and attempt to shoot one of the skeleton creatures.
Can you ping which one you're targeting?
Ooh,
The
doesn't
one
matter.
directly. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So you knock back your arrow and shoot at the skeleton and trip and drop your bow in the process.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. It's up to you, Glitter Skim.
Glitter.
So, I have a question. If
Mhm.
I help her up, does that take my action? Oh no, I don't have to help her up.
Oh, like
She
hand her
dropped
her
the
bow?
Okay.
She dropped her bow, so
Right?
yeah,
What if
probably
I
as a
pick her bow
standard
up?
action. Yeah, I'd say as a standard action, since you're close enough to her, you could pick it up and hand it to her.
Okay, because she's considerably better suited to combat than I am.
Yeah, we're fine. I think that's a good move.
Well, either that or I can start my performance, because I think the last combat. In fact, I can scroll up and check end of rounds. lasted for what, 3? So I still have 7
Well,
more.
actually, I go before her, so I can hand her her bow. I'm like right
Okay.
behind, right in front of her, so I'll do that.
So give me a second. Okay, so I scrolled up. Last combat was 3 rounds. I'm going to begin my performance again. Okay, that's my full action. So
Okay.
remember, everyone, I'm going to hit Inspire to let you know that you get +1 attack, damage, and save versus Fear and Charm.
Sounds good.
And that is my turn.
So this skeleton is going to attempt to hit Marco. So if I read the thing right, they have to make a will save
Correct.
and get a 16 or better in order to go ahead with the action.
Correct.
Oh, and he gets a 22.
Get out of here.
So
Cheater.
this one is going to attack Marco with its claw. And then 11, I'm assuming, doesn't hit.
Nope.
And then he critically fails. So as he tries to swing at you, he misses and actually hits his buddy here for 2 points of damage.
I think they're on our side.
All right. Next one is going to try to attack Marco too. So let's do. Oh, I didn't do the right button. Let's do his will save.
Well, my spell lasts for 1 round a level, so I don't know if that was the
Oh,
end of
okay.
that was an end of a round. So I don't know if you want to do your end of round thing. So I think it technically is over. But I am
But
still
wouldn't
linked
it go
to him.
until you?
I'm
Yeah,
not
it
sure
should
how
be
it
the-
works.
Yeah, 1 round means until your turn comes up again.
Okay, then it's
Yeah,
still
so I
on.
think it.
So, for example, if
lasts-
like 15 things attack him, they all have to make their save.
Oh shoot! Let's.
I don't know if you want to do your end of round macro thing.
Oh, it was at the end of the round? Thank you.
It's at the top of the next sword, yeah.
Why is this thing being weird and not letting me just roll the will? How did I get this to work? Ah! All right, this one makes it.
Stop cheating. Does the skeleton make that noise? As it passes through my
Yeah.
barrier?
That makes it
That-
like even creepier, honestly.
Jesus.
Also,
the-
all of you have your chat avatars
And
set
this
to
one
just show
misses.
names only.
I do.
Yes, it does miss.
Yeah, this guy misses. So it is now Marco's turn.
All right, my rage is turned off. Still using power attack. I'm going to swing to the one directly in front of me.
Get him.
I'm going to ask Golden to pray so that this sword hit.
I say a silent prayer.
I must swing.
Iomade guide his blade. Oh my lordy.
Oh man, you just swing and hit the door instead.
Does he make the door explode? Look at that damage.
He makes a sizable dent in the door for sure. It's like fallen off its hinges now.
Even the goblins are laughing at me.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen any
Alright.
goblins yet.
Anything else?
Nope, just gonna roll in the fetal position.
Well then.
So we said we could use my standard action to pick up her bow and I hand it to her?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Okay, so I do that?
Nope.
I say, be careful with this, and then I will move forward and try to block keep them inside, and that's the end of my turn.
Safra.
So I thank him for giving me back my bow, and I immediately knock another arrow, and I want to attack this dude.
All right.
Ooh,
+1.
15.
Unfortunately, you just miss by its head, and you see it turn to
16
you
AC.
see the arrow whizzing by its head.
That was close. We need to aim a little harder.
No, she shoots through it.
Glitter.
She shoots through 'em.
Glitter.
Okay, these skeletons seem to be difficult, so I will waste one of my spells.
Is it a waste though?
I can test. Instead, I cast Grease under her. No, I'm going to cast Grease. And I'll draw it if you want me to, but I'm basically putting it underneath their feet and not hitting Marco or Ulden. If you'd like me to draw it, I can draw it.
No, it's fine. I'm just
It's
rolling
one
their
square
reflex
behind them,
saves.
basically.
Oh my god, not like that, though.
Whitney's dice tonight have been hot. Jesus.
They're loaded.
What
And they
That's
both
why-
make their saves.
Can you roll like this like when we play? What the fuck?
I wish! Imagine how badass Natalia would be if I could have these rolls. Alright, anything else, Glitter?
That will. I'll actually take a 5-step back. Oops. I'll actually not be on the correct.
Hmm.
Okay, so this guy is going to attempt to attack you, Ulden, with its claw attack this time.
Let's see it.
There's a 16 hit.
No.
Alright, he misses with both attacks.
Haha.
And this guy is going to use his
Nice.
scimitar on Marco again. And he also misses. Marco.
Marco, swing your sword after I cast a spell for you. It may assist in you hitting your target. AKA delay your turn still after me.
Dude, he's raging.
Does that mean he can't delay his turn?
Yeah.
Mechanically?
No, you could delay it still if you wanted to.
You're wanting me to delay my turn?
Till after me. So I can just give you guidance, basically.
Please, by all means, Ulden.
So I will...
Right?
Okay.
I will 5-foot step back and put a hand on his shoulder and give him guidance.
Alright, you done?
Yep.
Marco.
Polo.
So yeah, you just have to, just a reminder, you have to announce you're using my guidance on your hit.
Thank you, Ulden. I will gladly use your guidance.
There you go.
You named him Marco just so you could fucking do that, right? So when Whitney goes Marco, she could say Polo.
Strike true, the gods ordain it.
Here we go.
What is happening? Bella's rigged his dice. There's no other explanation.
I just put it in place.
What the fuck?
Unfortunately,
Glitter yells at
even
him
with
again.
Guidance and the inspirational song going on behind you, all you can think about is, I hate everything! And you just slam your sword into the floor.
Yeah, Glitter yells, dude, hit him with the blade part.
I don't think that's helping Glitter. I think he knows.
Right, he's gonna turn around and attack me.
I think what's making him miss so much is me and Glitter are like backseat, like sword swinging him. We're like, no, you gotta do it at this angle, no that angle. He's
Dude,
like,
you're-
can you
you're-
guys just
no,
shut
you're
up?
hit-
And he's
you're
like
not
trying.
going-
And he's just getting more
Dude, you're
frustrated.
tucking the thumb, and you can't tuck the thumb in on the grip.
Are you done, Marco?
Sweet. So okay. So when he turns and glares at me, I point at Sephira. She said it.
It's your
I'm
turn.
done.
Sephira.
All right. So I really, really want to hit these things now. So I'm going to try and attack again. Same one, just the one that's directly in front of me.
Okay.
Ah! Wait.
Wait.
15.
Oh, 15.
Yeah.
No, 16's the AC.
No,
I think.
unfortunately, the same thing happens. You go wide.
I think I should have gave my guidance to you.
Barely hitting its like the strands of its weird, creepy-looking hair, and you just barely miss.
I'm gonna have to give my guidance.
Anything
to
else?
Sephira.
Sephira?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Glitter, your turn.
So I am going to cast my little ultrasonic ray. Take that. Can I give my rolls to him?
Which one were you targeting?
The one in front of Ulden.
All right, you
Ooh.
will hit it, and you don't quite kill it, but it looks very dangerous.
Nice job, Glitter.
All right, anything else?
I think that'll be it for now.
All right, this boyo is going to take a step forward.
Does that provoke attack of opportunity?
That's my attack of opportunity. Cough.
I always forget between 5e and Pathfinder. So yeah, you can try. And hit
Yes,
him.
it would.
Do we
Oh,
both
well,
go?
no.
No.
Well,
no.
you could technically hit him with your fist if you wanted to.
Nah, I'm gonna.
You need a
stay.
weapon. I have a short sword. You can have my short
I literally
sword.
have -2 to hit and -2 to damage. It's okay.
I don't believe that would provoke an attack of opportunity from Ulden, only from Marco.
Yeah, he
Because
entered.
Oh,
Marco
yeah,
was
you
the
are
only
correct.
one it was. Yeah, that was the only one he was currently in the threat range for.
Everly totally agrees with you.
So roll the hit, and this time you're gonna
This
hit. I
so
believe
so
in you.
far this so far this session you've only hit on a attack of opportunity. So
Let's go, Marco. Let's go. 15 just missed.
Ooh, yeah, you just barely miss. You just swing a little too far, like back, and you just barely don't catch it as it takes its step
right,
forward.
you completely obliterate the square he was in. Oh, he moved. They move. They have to make checks against my grease.
Oh, well,
Oh, yeah,
he
you're
was
right.
leaving the grease. Yeah, he's moving through it, I guess.
Yeah. So he has to do acrobatics first, right?
Yep.
To move at half
DC
speed.
10. Yeah.
What is this thing's dex? Alright, so it passed.
Of course it did.
I'm guessing that neither a 3 or an 8 hit your AC.
Who? Well, no. I don't think it
You.
hits anyone, but yeah. Nope, not me.
Yeah. Alright.
Not me.
And this boy's gonna use his scimitar
round,
on
nice.
Marco, and he also has a bad miss. I mean, y'all aren't hitting, but neither are these fucks, so.
We're just very angry at each other.
Yeah. Ulden!
I'm sure the sheriff's
So-
having a great time watching.
Sheriff's
Yeah,
like,
the sheriff's
hit
back there going,
them!
"Boy,
Hit them.
Goblins? Are you kidding?
So I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity and cast guidance on Sephra this time.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
Solid choice.
All right,
Solid
he
choice, my friend.
misses.
He's giving up on you, dude. No, sorry. I'm gonna give it to the cat.
We need to try something new.
Anything else?
That's it.
Marco.
Just gonna silently throw my wood.
Ooh, that was the push
Which
he
one were you
needed.
targeting?
The one in front of.
All right, you literally are so pissed. You like spin your sword around and just lob its head off, and it is obliterated and
Here we
crumbles to
go.
pieces on the ground. Anything else?
I bet in my turn.
See, I foretold you did not even need my guidance.
Sephra.
So, using the guidance that Uldin so graciously put on my character, then I knock back another arrow towards the remaining.
Nice. 18.
And that will do it. You shatter this one, and it falls to a heap on the ground.
Good job, everyone. We did it.
I kick it.
Just like I planned.
I searched the remains. Is there anything on these skeletons worth noting?
Hold on one moment.
Hey, look, a bone.
I thought that was
I got a
Glitter's
bone
job.
to pick with you.
Glitter's gotten to all of you. Keep an eye out. There were goblin footprints as well. I think these are the humanoid footprints.
So you don't see anything in the remains, but as you look around, you do notice sorry, my kid is like trying to steal my books from me. You do notice a used robe of bones placed in the corner of the like little sarcophagus vault room.
I hate to be a pain in the butt, but there's a bunch of grease on the floor right there.
How long does the grease last?
I'm not sure if I can dispel it.
Well, I think we all forgot and we all kind of walk in, so I'm going to make a check to see if I slip. What is it? Acrobatics?
Yeah, so to walk through it's an acrobatics.
1 minute per level, so...
I like going
Okay,
sliding.
so now you make a reflex change. Now you have to do a reflex, and I think that means you fall down.
I fall down. Whoa, jeez. I forgot there was grease here.
1 minute per level, so...
So I think we wait a minute for
wait a couple rounds, yeah.
Jeez.
I'll walk forward and help Olden up. Sorry about that, old man.
Old man. Not that old. Yes, I did forget that was there. Alright, so we see a what? A robe of bones?
You see a robe of bones in the corner of the vault.
Can I make some sort of religion check to see if this is some sort of religious significance or some sort of check to determine what this is?
Make me a intelligence check.
Ooh, this is yes, it's a
You have
robe of
absolutely
bones.
no idea what a robe of bones is. You're like,
Anyone
what
else?
is
So-
it?
Anyone else know what the heck this thing is?
I have a spellcraft, so I'll make a spellcraft check. Is that what
yeah,
you'd
you
like
can
me
do
to
that.
Or
Okay, so you know that robe of bones can be used by spell casters to basically they can it's hard to explain because honestly the book doesn't explain it great for me either. So my knowledge of it is that it's basically something they leave on the ground that animates skeletons to be left to attack people that come enter the area. So basically, this robe of bones is what animated these skeletons and forced them to attack.
Oh.
Okay, I will turn to Olden as I'm holding this. I'm saying, is this something that the priest would put here? This is literally a fairly powerful magical item that you leave near bodies that will animate the dead.
Well, I can't imagine a priest would keep that in his possession. That sounds like the opposite of what a priest should do.
I say this as I'm sort of folding it up. Well, we need to, take this out of here, and we should probably
Is
give it
that
to the
safe?
father and see if he
I
wants to dispose of it.
Is it safe to move? Will it reactivate the skeletons? I
Oh,
don't know how this
I've
works.
already picked it up. I've already picked it up, and I'm folding it up with. So if that does something, I just want to let you know.
So the sheriff, seeing that the area is clear now, comes in and is kind of looking around with you guys, and he really has nothing to add on the robe of bones. He's pretty perplexed about that. He's not very inept in the magical means, so he doesn't really know about that. But as he's looking around, he realizes that the corpse of Ezekiel, the old priest, has been stolen.
Whoa. I guess
Okay,
he tells us this.
I gasp.
He does. He tells you this.
Who would do such a thing?
Goblins. They're
Good.
filthy. They're nasty.
Can I make some
We
sort
should seek out
of...
them.
But to what end?
Can I make like a nature check on like the nature of or like would goblins be interested in desecrating, or like would I know that they would even be smart enough to do this, or
Well, and I look at Sephron and I say, but remember, you said that there was something else with them, some kind of humanoid.
Should we perception check again to see if we find anything else?
Yeah,
For
I'll
the
look at the sheriff.
question
Is
you
anything else
were
missing?
asking, Ulden, I would say make a what would the appropriate knowledge check be? Hold on.
I have
Guess.
local, religion,
I have the
history.
I would say do
Clear.
local because goblins are fairly like.
Ooh, tell me everything I want to know about goblins.
Okay, so you definitely know that the goblins around here would not be smart enough to have any real reason of coming in and stealing remains. However, you know the fact that you guys saw humanoid footprints that, although it is rare, goblins could be working for an intelligent humanoid who might have purposes for a corpse.
I have heard
That
in the area that goblins may be working for. They would work for more intelligent creatures such as humans and things like that. So.
Well, you know that it's rare, but it's possible, but it is typically rare.
I've heard that it's rarely possible that goblins may work for a more intelligent creature under certain circumstances.
so.
That appears to be the case
Let
here,
me
maybe.
let me see if I can sum this up. First, the town gets attacked by goblins,
Mm-hmm.
and now we have, some goblins coming in here and basically stealing a human corpse. And you're telling me that they could be working for some kind of intelligent humanoid? This doesn't bode well at all.
Perhaps the
The
attack on the
sheriff.
square was a diversion for the real, and this was really what they were after.
Okay, I give Ulden the buddy Jesus look.
Sheriff, you're about to say?
Oh, the sheriff just kind of like grumbles and nods his head. Is like, yeah, I think you might be onto something there.
Have you heard of any
Well-
goblin attacks like this coordinated, like an attack? Can we tell? Like how recently the body would have been moved, or like is there a
Yeah.
way to tell
So
this?
her,
Like my question is to determine like did this body get stolen around the same time that we were fighting yesterday?
you could conclude yes, because through Sephra's survival check, she would be the footprints definitely were fresh, and based on the sheriff, like Father Xantus approaching the sheriff, he comes into the this area daily, and so he just noticed that the door was hanging ajar, which would be abnormal. So based on those, you could, yes, conclude that this is something that happened very recently.
With all these facts together, friends, I think it's fairly certain that the goblins did indeed steal this body while we were fighting the other goblins in the square. Something is afoot.
So the sheriff will thank you for your help, and he is going to go in search of Father Xantus to relay the information that you all found.
So we need to talk to the priest also, right?
Yes, that sheriff was sure off in a hurry. Let's go follow him.
So you would be able to find the sheriff and Father Xantus outside the perimeters of the graveyard, just conversing about everything that they discovered within the graveyard.
So, what's the plan now? Do you need our assistance in tracking down these goblins? Do you have any leads? Who would want this body?
Sheriff turns to you and says, no leads at the moment. We really have no idea why goblins would be interested in this body. Unfortunately, we're kind of at a dead end here.
Well, not just goblins, right? The humanoid. Do you have any? Is there any any humans or any other creatures that are bipedal that would have a grudge against Sandpoint at all?
None that we know of. That we literally have had no issues in Sandpoint in the last, basically since the time of Unpleasantness. That's the last time we really had any problems here. I don't know who would be interested in remains.
There's a baby somewhere. So is out of character. Is this in the things we should know already, like what happened in the past, or is this? Can I make a check to, or I just ask them like what the details were?
That was what Aldern told you about earlier, so you guys know now.
Oh.
The time of Unpleasantness was basically the murders of the chopper, and then
Right,
right
okay.
after that, then the cathedral burned down. So
Oh, right, my bad. Yeah, he did say that. Okay.
So, would we already know the history of the body that was stolen, or should we ask?
the sheriff told you that it was the remains of Ezekiel, the former priest of the church, who was the one that burnt down inside of the cathedral when it burnt down that 5 years ago. They were able to find his remains inside, and he's been buried here since.
Okay.
Okay.
So I indicate to Olden and the rest that we need to talk.
I agree.
Why don't we go back to the Rusty Dragon and regroup?
Yeah, let's discuss what we found out.
Before
and
we do
figure where
that,
to go.
I will give the 34 gold that Olden wanted to give to the priest. And I said, did you want to give this to him? Sure idea.
I thought we already did that, but yes, give that to him.
It's actually 36 gold because 2 gold from the 50 pieces that Aldrin gave.
Right.
The priest will bow and thank you guys profusely for your donation to the.
So the next thing that I want to discuss with the group as we're walking off is the robe of bones that I picked up, folded up, put in my backpack. Is a rather evil item. However, it might have value, but I don't want to offend anybody by suggesting that we find someone who's interested in buying this.
Well,
That's not a particularly pious thing to do.
I forgot
That
about
was
that.
not. That was in character.
Yeah, I'm
That's
talking
literally
character.
what Glitter is saying.
Yeah, I'm talking character now. Yes, I completely forgot about that. We should have brought this to the priest's attention. This item should be destroyed immediately. If it can be reactivated in the wrong hands, I would not want any monetary value for it.
Are you
And
guys
I'm
presenting
betting
this to the
it.
priest?
I think we probably will want to before we get back to the. I mean, you can put us here, but basically, and we can RP it if you want. Out of character, I'm just going to hand the robe to the priest and say,
Yeah.
we found this inside the sarcophagus, and from what I can garner, of the, magical affinities that it has, etc., it's basically pretty evil. It will reanimate skeletons and cause them to attack the nearest living creatures. You might want to, destroy it.
Yeah, he will look at the robe with much concern and say, "Thank you. I will go work on destroying this immediately. I don't know what foul creature would have left this in our town."
Can I make a roll to gauge his reaction when he saw the robe? Like, was he actually surprised, or was he looking like he recognizes
Yeah.
this already? Or I just
Yeah.
want sense
Yeah,
motive,
just do
or
like a sense motive. Yeah.
all right,
He appears to be genuinely
okay,
like surprised.
all right.
You might want to have Marco do the sense motives from now on, because he rolls better than you.
Well, I can't really talk to him and tell him, hey, can you
I'm
go
kidding.
sense his motive?
I'm kidding. Sorry,
So
bad joke.
as you guys are heading back to the inn, you haven't quite gotten there yet. You notice that as you're like walking along the streets, you get a lot of like points and whispers, and a
Glass evidently drops on the floor.
sorry, Charlie is like trying to sit next to me, and I just don't have space for him right now. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
It's
we might
me.
need to take a 5. I think that stupid tow truck is here. Sorry.
yeah, no worries.
Okay, take a 5. Jose, Ginger, I know you guys are East Coast. I'm not. I'm West Coast, so I know it's 7. We'll probably call it. But if you guys want to play longer, I can do that. Oh, sorry, John, you're East Coast also, right?
Yeah, I'm good
Sorry,
to go as long as you guys want.
EST.
I'm good with whatever.
Same.
But I have to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll grab some water while we're waiting for Bella. Yeah, I think she only has a certain amount prepared anyway, so we're not gonna go super late. I don't know how much.
Okay. I might probably shouldn't have said that because I'm supposed to go get food for my mom and I at 7. So.
You gonna get some of that seafood salad?
You know what? I think I'm gonna get the restaurant right by us called Castaneda's. It's like
Oh,
Mexican fast, but like a little bit better than your average Mexican fast food. I'm gonna get the
Castanetas?
Castaneda's.
That's Spanish.
Yeah, I'm gonna get I think I'm gonna get the chili verde nachos
Mm.
I'm getting hungry now.
and the chips with cheese and guacamole. And my mom's gonna get fish tacos. That's what she gets.
Taco.
Mariscos.
I could go for some ceviche right about now.
Yeah, after we're done playing, I'm gonna go get some food. Cause y'all making me hungry.
What? People talking and Twitch?
Y'all know what ceviche is?
Of course.
Wait, so who's here? Jaeger and Jose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's quickly brainstorm. So yeah, I was like, the reason I sent Moto on the priest because I just thought like it was kind of like weird that he wouldn't know about this, like in his own whatever. Or was he the one who called the sheriff? Or the sheriff's the one who noticed, right?
The sheriff's the one that ran up to us. I don't think he's the one that called.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Everyone
Welcome
else
back.
here?
Waiting for Jess.
Besides, I
Okay.
need to stay hydrated and drink
Mhm.
some water.
You should.
I
We're
told the
doing-
guy that if he needs for any reason to come knock, hopefully he doesn't, but apparently my my neighbor literally like just bought a new car yesterday because of I think I was telling was I telling you, John? I think I was telling someone about their car issues and Jeff had to go like
Mhm.
help pick them up and stuff. So they literally went out and bought a new car yesterday.
Jesus.
And then now today, for some reason, the parking brake is stuck and they can't
On the
get
new
it.
car?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So that's why they have a tow truck here to like tow it to some place So he was like, well, I'm going to
Jesus.
see if I can get it unstuck. I was like, okay, have at it. I don't fucking know what's going on or care. Like, you do whatever you want.
Yeah, we were just trying to brainstorm like what the deal is with this robe. What do you guys think? You think it has to be someone? Obviously, we saw goblin footprints and a humanoid, so obviously someone's commanding these goblins and starting some shit.
Well, I do find it highly suspicious that it was the previous priest body that was.
Yeah, something. There's clearly something with.
Oh yeah, That's what I was going to brainstorm about. The fact that I think this has something to do with the girl that was never found.
Mm-hmm.
You think she has something to do with like everything, like bad wise?
I don't know, but I think that's gonna. She's gonna be involved somehow, or she's gonna be.
Are we doing this
like
in
the
RP
reason
right now?
or part of this?
Are we like in character when we're talking about this?
Gosh.
I mean, I am in character. I mean, I can talk, more forsoothly if you'd like. But
No. Okay,
it
so
makes
then
it easier to be understood.
yeah, let's just RP while we're waiting for Jess. I would
Yes.
say, being an Aasimar, most Aasimars do not fall to the darkness, but there are a few who have. But just being a priest's daughter, it's just I found it very unlikely that she would be behind such terror. But it is possible.
Well,
we shouldn't rule
Is
it
it
out.
possible for an Asimar to be manipulated?
Of course, any being can be.
Take it from a drow, okay? Sometimes people are not what you think they are.
It's true. Perhaps we should
My
investigate.
people, and I sort of look down into the side a little bit, my people are almost inherently evil, yet I'm not.
Very true. Should we perhaps do more any information we can gather about this girl in town, maybe of how she was before going missing?
The problem is most people's memories of what is and what isn't is very shaded by their own personalities. What if that fop over there tried to hit on her and she turned him down? Obviously he's going to have a bad recollection of her.
Well,
I think
that's-
you might be better suited by, let's go find these goblins. I mean, if there's a humanoid working for them and he's directing them, maybe we can make him not do that.
I agree.
And I'll
Perhaps
crack my knuckles.
perhaps there's a trail we can pick up on. We did see their footprints in the graveyard. We didn't really follow up to see if we could see where they went afterwards.
After cracking my knuckles, I look at my hands and then I look at Marco. I go, "Can you crack your knuckles for me?"
Cracks his knuckles loudly.
Thank you, my friend.
Once Sephra wakes up from her nap, perhaps we should, I don't know, what time of day is it?
Wit. I think Whitney's AFK.
Okay.
Truck.
Well, let's just assume it was in the evening. Perhaps in the morning, if it is the evening. I can't really see. If it is the evening, perhaps in the morning we should head back and see if there's a trail we can pick up on.
Maybe
Right.
we should ask the sheriff again. He seemed to be moving rather hastily.
What do you mean? He could be involved, or...
I'm not sure. He just seemed to be moving rather quickly as we were leaving.
That is true. He was rather hasty.
I don't
He
know
seemed
if I
to-
suspect the sheriff. If you're the type of person that lays down a trap like the Robe of Bones is involved in, you're probably not going to go walking over towards where the trap is without a weapon. So
Well, he
even
didn't.
if
He
you
backed
was-
off, didn't he? Or was that your
I
suggestion?
feel like he just knows more than he's letting on. Not necessarily that he's ill-intended by the...
I don't recall. Glitter, did you tell him to stand back, or did he say he would stand
Yeah.
back?
I actually, put my hand on his chest and held him back. So.
Okay.
But by all means, I mean, if we're gonna get to the bottom of this, then we
Explore
need
all
to
avenues.
explore all possibilities. Yeah.
I agree.
More of a boulevard kind of guy.
Well, then perhaps, depending on what time it is, we can go to the sheriff and the father and ask them if they have any trails or leads of where to look next and see what it goes from there. For these goblins.
So Glitter tells a funny joke. So this couple is walking through the town, and they're trying to figure out what time it is. So they walk over to one of the locals, and they say, "My good man, can you tell me what time it is?" And the local, who is sitting down next to his donkey, reaches over and grabs the donkey by his balls and lifts the donkey up into the air by his balls and says, "It's about 3 o'clock." And the couple look at him and they say, "That's amazing. How do you tell the time of the day by lifting up the donkey by his balls?" And the man reaches over and grabs the donkey by his balls again and lifts the donkey up by his balls. And he says, "You see that clock over there?"
Ulin kind of squints his eyes. Where do you get these jokes, Glitter?
Well, I was I was taught my comedy by my teacher, one of my teachers, an old drow named Jaeger.
Sounds like quite the fellow. An odd sense of humor, perhaps.
Yeah, he was a crusty old elf.
Doesn't do well to speak ill of your teachers.
Yeah, he ain't here. Besides, like I said, my people are evil old bastards.
Hell, not all of them. I motion to you.
Oh no, I'm evil. I just have.
What? Another one of your jokes, I presume.
I laugh.
Laughs at Olden's comment.
Right? And my laugh is like, you ever see the movie? What's the name of that movie? Short Circuit with Johnny Five.
Johnny number
Do you
5.
remember that laugh when he tells him the joke and he's like, "Oh, oh, 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 oh."
Yep.
Out of character, bro. The bones were 2,400,
Holy shit.
right? Even half price. That's 1,200.
Time for some upgrades. Although I guess I said we can't sell it. I guess you could try and do it behind my back.
We've already given the priest the robe.
Oh, that's right. We did give it to him.
I suppose Glitter could just sneak up behind him and steal it.
Well, that's a good point. We can actually make sure he destroys it. Hello?
Yep, still here.
I thought I heard someone say they're back. I thought it was Bella. Maybe I just heard the crowd in the bar. Alright, while we're waiting, how's this loot going? How much gold should we have had so far, each of us? So you said...
So I will try to post that every time.
Okay.
So if you go into Swagalicious, it was 338 gold, 5 silver total.
Okay.
It's not that's including the donation. So I donated 34 gold to the church. So the total was 304 gold, 5 silver, split 4 ways is, everyone ready? 76 gold, 1 silver, 25
Okay.
copper.
I'm back. I am sorry about that.
Welcome back, no problem.
Wow, we were just having some good RP.
Nice, nice.
Right? We have
then-
good RP without you.
We're waiting for Justin.
And then, if you remember, everybody got an additional 12 gold from Sephra splitting the 50 gold that she got from Douchebag.
You got it.
So annoyed I have to deal with this stupidness.
So Jaeger, you said you were gonna track the party fund as well, or
Are so we're doing a party fund also?
well, there's only oh, there is 4 of us. Yeah, I would suggest do 5 ways. I mean, do we need to? I don't know. Just make it easy. Just do it 5 ways.
You know what? If we need something, we can all pitch in. So
All right, fine.
just in case, just until Gingy gets back, everyone gets. They should put on their character sheet 88 gold, 1 silver, and 25 copper. And I have that math listed in Swagalicious, Whitney, if you'd like to check. And that's total. That's including the 12 gold pieces.
I mean, I'm trusting you guys, so I'm probably not gonna check.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I made a mistake in my math.
Stop trolling. Okay, so you said 88. 88 plus that. Ooh, getting some gold. 1 silver, 25 copper. Oh, that puts me over load. Better make some donations to the the church.
Is that one of your character traits? Is anytime you receive gold, you have to give up a certain amount?
No. I think it's part of a paladin has to do that. I just like the RP of like saying like I should be thinking of the church every time I get money kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not really devoted to one god, so I would just care about donating to any religious organization, I guess.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot to use my drawback. Oh well, it doesn't even matter. Since someone falls unconscious, I'm supposed to take a minus to my attack rolls, but I don't make attacks anyways. We Gucci.
So do we know any of these people
What people?
in Twitch?
Maybe. Bella, are you still here?
Yeah.
We were wondering what time of day it is when we got back to the tavern.
It's probably about midday now, like lunchtime-ish.
Alright, I'm gonna eat one of my rations for lunch.
I am also going to eat one of John's rations.
Hey. My ration.
I'm going to order a kit's meal.
Oh, welcome back.
Sorry, so I was going to, well, we'll do it here. So as you guys are, sitting in the inn, you notice that a bunch of the women are like giggling and looking at Glitter and then like turning back and being like shy and giggling. And over a little period of time, you like keep noticing this happening over and over again. And if you ventured to your room, Glitter, you would see that like there are like little love letters and notes like taped to your door. So as you guys are sitting eating your lunch, Shayla's vendor, the daughter of like the local store, comes up to you, Glitter, and she says, "Oh, hero, you are the one that saved our town from goblins. I am in need of your aid. There are rats in my basement. Could you please come help take care of them for me?
I look at her and I say, I have a very small penis.
What the fuck?
What?
Are you actually saying that?
I'm considering it.
Jesus.
No, I say, you just need my help.
Oh, just your help would be plenty. There's only like one or two. Plenty. One brave person could take care of on his own.
Oh my god, this
I'll put my.
this
step
is gonna
up
be
beside
I'm
him.
warning you. This is gonna be terrible. Okay.
Wait. I step up beside him and I say, I am literally a cat. I can definitely help with your rat problem.
Yeah, I'll kind of slap. Gladys comes back. I'm like, nonsense. We're a group. We'll take care of it. I'll kind of be like oblivious to like clearly she's trying to hit on him or whatever.
Oh, that's not necessary at all. I'm sure Glitter is man enough to handle it on his own.
Well, of course he is, but why put himself in any danger?
I say, no. I put my hand up. No. I stand up and I look at her and I say, I make like a turnaround motion. You put your hand over your head and like twirl. And yes, I'm literally doing that.
So you're telling her to turn around and walk away.
No, I'm telling her to turn around.
Okay.
Like, so can you turn around?
She looks at you quizzically and turns around.
Okay, I look at her butt and I'm like, no, not interested.
She kind of looks at you like, excuse me? Not
Nonsense,
interested?
Glitter. We'll help. We'll. He means we will all help you. We don't do things alone.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Roll diplomacy.
Who?
Oh no,
me?
I'm
Or Glitter?
completely trying to fail. I'm not trying to snow her at all.
Well, I'm not acting.
In fact, if you want me to roll my diplomacy, I will, but I'd rather roll my bluff.
Okay, roll bluff.
Damn my high charisma. So I will step forward and I will whisper in her ear. Would you like me to just whisper you?
You can just say whatever. Say it out loud or whisper me.
I will say to her, look, I saw all of you over there whispering, and I'm not sure if this is some kind of attempt to get me alone, but I'm not really interested in human women. So if you really need help with your rats, then we'll all.
I'm like super confused about like what's happening, so I'm gonna try and perceive. Okay, I have no idea what's happening. And I'm convinced that this girl just needs help with her rats. I'm like, guys, we need to help her with the rats.
Glitter, roll diplomacy.
I don't know what the big deal is. Why can't we just kill some rats?
Can we all use perception on her?
I don't know why it's such a big deal to help this young lady with the rat problem.
So with what you say to her, she's gonna like pout at you and be like, "You're not interested in women." Or sorry, like humans, whatever you said.
Yeah. And I said, unfortunately, no. You're
She
beautiful, but I'm just not interested.
She pouts again and she sighs and said, "Well, if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me." And she kind of like saunters off and does that walk with the swaying hips that girls try to do to like make guys look at their butt.
I turn around and I say, evidently the rats were not as bad as she thought.
Well, clearly she has a walking
I
problem.
follow her going, wait, what about the rat?
She rolls her eyes at you and is like, "Get a clue," and keeps walking.
Well, that was odd. Like,
I
very
will
confused.
turn to the rest of the group and in a stage whisper say, "She wanted to sleep with me."
It's not even. It's only midday. It's not time for a nap. This town is very odd.
Marco-
See, Ulden, when a boy and a girl like each other.
Oh, I understand now. Okay, well, Asimars are more straightforward with their intentions. Humans are strange.
Yeah, that's
You
humans
say
are
humans
strange.
are strange, huh?
Well, not all, of course, but that one was.
So we have about 8 minutes. Is there anything you guys want to do real fast?
Well, we can end here. Just the general RP we were doing when you were gone was we wanted to, and Jess, I don't know if you were here either, but we kind of were just brainstorming like what we should be doing, so we can start next session with doing that. But we said we wanted to, like, pick up, if possible, pick up the trail of those goblins at the cemetery, like see if we can follow the track somewhere where they're going. Discuss before we do that. Discuss this whole thing with the sheriff and the father. We wanted to make sure what he did with the bone thing. We want to make sure he destroyed it. And then we also wanted to just talk to the sheriff because he just seemed like a little antsy and quick to like peace out. So after we did that, we wanted to like just gather any leads that they had, or if we can pick up a trail from that point. Pretty much, I think.
Sure.
And while you were gone, you and Jess, we also discussed the fact that, well, I mentioned the fact that I think the girl Asimar that was never found, I think somehow she's in this. I mean, she might not be responsible, but she's going to be involved in this somehow, whether it's somebody stole her body and used it for some kind of weird, freaky, profane rite, or something like that.
Yeah, I kind of got the impression that perhaps there was some,
right?
Since it was her father that was body was stolen, it's kind of like something.
Right? First her body went missing, and now his body goes missing. Glitter does not do well with coincidences. Also, I agree with Ginger. Before we stop for the night, I would like to get some of that brisket.
Okay. Yeah, it can be. We can roll forward to evening, and she's serving dinner, and she's cooking up the boar that y'all killed, and
The apple in its mouth.
come get you some boar. Yeah, she like lays it
'Cause
out.
I want some of that
with
apple.
the apple in its mouth, and
Give me
she's
some of
like
that
carving. You can like see the points where Sephra's arrows like pierced its body, and she like carves a piece. Here, a trophy for your strong arms and good damage.
So
Thank you.
Glitter makes a joke. Maybe you want to let Marco carve that up. And then he looks around at all the people in the bar and goes, "No, maybe not."
Glitter, your jokes never fail to fail.
Slowly tilts his head over towards Glitter and just stares at him.
I really want to meet this Jaeger that you got your jokes from eventually.
All right. We also had a conversation about where Glitter gets his jokes, and I told him that I got it from my crusty old drow teacher that taught me comedy, and his name is Jaeger.
Good grief.
So
Okay.
yeah, I guess
Anything
before we
else you
officially
guys wanna
end,
do before-
experience and stuff.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes to do experience
yeah.
and stuff.
Okay, so
Let's get it.
human
And
skeletons.
there was no discernible loot from the skeletons, right?
Correct. Unfortunately, none of these encounters today really wielded you guys any discernible loot.
Well, I mean, I could have sold
Other
the
than
robe, but
Aldern giving you your reward.
the robe would have been difficult because you got to find someone who wants to buy it, who can afford it, who's evil.
Yeah. So all right? So someone start doing mathy math for.
Jaeger, or I can do it.
Ready?
Okay.
Oh, martial music for the man.
Boom, boom. Hey.
Okay, so each of the human skeletons yields you 135 each, so
Times 2. 270.
let me see here.
Don't forget our Boribor.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Well,
So
he was
for luckily very close to not actually having this happen, but because you managed to navigate the delicate encounter with Shayless without disrupting the vendor family, you get 800 XP for that. You almost fucked that up by being rude to her. She would have been pissed. And
Oh,
spread
just to let you
rumors
know,
about you.
when we retire for the night, I'm actually gonna go to her house.
What?
The boar is 600.
Okay.
I got us at 1670.
Yep. Me too.
And oh yeah, and I think that hold on.
And I told you guys all the
Yeah, that looks like
cat and
all of it for this session.
Okay.
okay. The cat and the canary poem, the dwarven singing song, salty sea dog drinking song, and oh man, sorry. And the Battle of Swallowtail Festival is all in my room. If you guys ever want to look at it.
Are we rounding down experience or rounding up?
I said you could round up because I'm nice.
So I got us at 418.
Correct. So everyone should have 922 in that box that says experience points. So I don't know if you want to check it. And then in the next level, you should have 1300. Everybody good?
And don't forget to update your money from us
Yes.
selling our stuff. And
So that is general. Well, it should be generally even, but then I think some of us had little minor gold here and there difference. So that should not be the same for everyone on their sheet. So just add in whatever.
And again, I am keeping track of that in the Swagalicious.
So we liquidated all items except for the potions, correct? And then we just all have
That
money
is
now?
correct.
Okay, cool. So wait, you have one potion of light and one potion of moderate?
Correct.
I don't know if you want to divvy one potion up to someone else just in case.
I just told it. I was basically hanging on to them. If you want me to, I'll give it to you. I don't mind.
No, just like split it up so like let's say we need it in combat, you don't have to waste like a turn like throwing it to them or something. That's all. That's what I mean.
All right, I'm gonna go start getting my kiddo ready for bed. I'll be back in like I don't know, 15-20 minutes if you guys are anyone wants to
Great
hang out
game,
and
guys.
chat and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
end my
enjoyed it.
stream.
I had fun.
GG guys.
Good.
Glad
So
you were all around to see me swing my sword.
we'll take this up again. Hey, you hit a couple times. We'll take this up again Monday. Is that correct?
Yee.
Okay. I am going to go get dinner for my mom and I. I'll be back in a bit.
Let's all roll perception to see if we can figure out that Glitter Skim's actually going to go visit that human.
Yeah, we should be seeing like on our way to bed if we notice, unless he waited. Ooh.
Right? Do I need to make a Constitution check?
Well, now you're gonna meta. When would you have left to go? Would you have waited for us all to go to our rooms first, or would you just left right away? What would Glitter have done?
I probably wouldn't have. I don't know. Glitter wouldn't mess with a human. Because once you go black.
Are you going to do a bluff check?
Hey, all I'm saying is once you go black. Okay, I'll be back later.
All right.